busy Saturday gets underway here in Toledo, Ohio, where the Rockets have their sights aimed at the Wolfpack of Nevada. Ty Ganji and the Wolfpack coming off a big win last week at home against Oregon State. Now they get a stern test on the road as Deontay Johnson, one of the top wideouts in the country, and the Toledo offense set to launch here today in the Glass Bowl. As we welcome you to the Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio, as the Home Depot presents college football on CBS Sports Network. We begin with a quadruple header as the Wolfpack of Nevada take on the Rockets of Toledo. Great to see you and be with you alongside my broadcast partner, 7 years in the NFL, played his college ball at Princeton, Ross Tucker. Ross, welcome to the family.
Yeah, happy to be part of the team. This is awesome. I got the jacket and everything. I feel like Jim Nance. I'm fired up and really fired up about this game. Both of these teams coming off of big-time emotional games a week ago. Nevada got the first win over a Power 5 school since 2014 last week when they beat Oregon State. Toledo, meanwhile, they gave the Miami Hurricanes everything they could handle here a week ago at the Glass Bowl. So it'll be very interesting early on to see how both teams respond.
Yeah, and both teams respond, whether it's coming off the win or the loss, no question about it. Let's get now to our Home Depot Do Project Smarter. And one of the things Nevada's doing smarter is they got a freshman in the backfield that can really get it done.
Toa Taua, they'll do a lot offensively. I love when they go to the Wildcat, though. Look at the organized chaos in the backfield. Everyone goes with the pitch man. He takes it right up the middle. Love what Taua does. Meanwhile, how about Toledo's receivers? All three guys come into the year with over 10 touchdowns and first team all conference. That's never happened with a wide receiver trio at an FBS school ever before.
Yep, Deontay Johnson 4 away from the century mark. John Bay Johnson 5 away. There's Jay Norvell doing a great job in this second year as Nevada's head coach, getting his team and this program back on track. And Jason Candle, his third season as head coach. First game he coached was at the end of the 2015 season when Matt Campbell left for Iowa State. He has done a tremendous job, as you see by his numbers. And the weather here in Toledo, Ross Tucker, it's a lineman's dream. 59 degrees, man.
It's unbelievable. It was like 85 here yesterday. The weather's dropped almost 30 degrees. I think pretty much every guy down there would tell you this is the ideal weather and temperature for a football game. This is perfect.
No question about it. Nevada, they won the toss. They will kick it away to the Rockets. And Deontay Johnson drifting into the end zone, and they'll take the knee. They'll have it 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Well, the Rockets of Toledo, we get an opportunity here to set the stage. Our Chick-fil-A starting lineups. We both love Chick-fil-A.
You're killing me, man. It's noon.
It's lunchtime.
I love Chick-fil-A.
So the starting quarterback is Mitch Guadagni. Takes over for Logan Woodside, who left Toledo as the all-time passing leader. Guadagni's a different style of guy, though.
He is. He's doing a really nice job, especially with his legs. He had 5 runs of over 10 yards last week against Miami.
And he leads the country in yardage per completion as they keep it on the ground with Shaquille Seymour. The stop made by Malik Reed. And take a look further at that Toledo offense with our Chick-fil-A lineups. And Deontay Johnson, can't say enough about him, Ross.
Well, we mentioned they've got 3 good receivers. Johnson's the best of the bunch. 6 catches, 119 yards, and 2 touchdowns against Miami last week.
Seymour once again on the ground with it, right side. Sam Hammond, the defensive tackle, there to make the stop here on the opening possession of the game. And we take a look at the Nevada defense. Chick-fil-A bringing us that. Malik Reed, what do you like about him so much?
Everything. Watching him on film this week against Oregon State, this guy flies around. He was a DN last year. Now he's playing linebacker. He's their best edge rusher. 3 tackles for loss. He is really fun to watch.
Took a fumble back last week. Had a huge game indeed. 5 tackles. Guadagni back to throw, flings it out, incomplete, as he was looking for Deontay Johnson for the first time. So there's a good look at the young man from Hudson, Ohio. But they'll come off the field and they'll bring the punt team on here on their first series.
That's a great start there for the Nevada defense to be able to go ahead and get a 3 and out against a team that leads the MAC in scoring and total offense in Toledo. Great start for the Wolfpack.
No question about it. One of the things in talking, as we did last night with Jason Candle, as Bailey Flint's on to punt it away. said his team needs to get into a rhythm. They played their first game, then had a week off, then played Miami. Flag down on the play, back on the far side of the field as the Wolfpack trying to do something with it here. Taken down at the 30-yard line. Cody Thompson getting down there and doing the work. And we'll check the penalty flag. Kevin Boitman, our referee today. Here's Kevin coming into the frame.
Illegal block in the back. Number 29 on the return team. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
So Dakari Carter, the guilty party there. We get a look now at our Chick-fil-A line. More Chick-fil-A, Tucker.
I love a number one cookies and cream shake. That's my jam.
And we talk about the quarterback for Nevada in his second year now, getting more comfortable, used to the system, knows what they expect as Ty Ganji.
He had a good game against Toledo last year, 277 yards and 2 touchdowns, including a 75-yarder. They just want to see that completion percentage go up. You want it to be at least 60%. He's down around 55.
And 37-24 Toledo win last year as Kelton Moore with it on the ground. Tafe the first to get to him, the middle linebacker. Good job on first down there by that Rocket defense. Chick-fil-A lineups, the rest of the offense. McLean Mannix, the special guy.
He is so explosive. Number one, he spends a lot of time in the slot. He's averaging over 20 yards a catch. He's really the guy they want to try to get the ball to in space as much as possible.
Mannix 101 per game, and Ganji hit as he throws, and looking for Mannix there. An incomplete, third and long upcoming. Skipper with a pressure in there. The defense for the Toledo Rockets, who do you like there?
Kadar Holman, their senior corner, he's almost 6'1", runs a 4.41 40, and you can see he ran stride for stride with those Miami Hurricanes receivers a week ago. He is definitely going to get an opportunity at the next level. Might even get drafted if he keeps playing the way he has so far this year.
2 interceptions in his career, flagged fly on this play, at 5 tackles last week in that loss against Miami. It looks like a false start.
False start. Number 65, offense. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
So well, yeah, Aaron Frost guilty there.
And this is an interesting story, Ben, because you see number 65, the right tackle in the middle of your screen, Aaron Frost. He is a true freshman that 2 weeks ago, he was playing nose guard. You see him get an early jump there. Very talented, but he's literally had 6 practices on the offensive side of the ball. They think he's that talented, though.
Said nobody could block him in practice, so they moved his spot. Kelton Moore on the ground, doing a good job to get the ball out to the 15-yard line. Khalil Robinson on the stop, but it's going to force Nevada to punt it away, too. We thought we were going to see fireworks here.
I was just going to say that. You know, we're looking at both these teams. They're both lighting up the offensive scoreboard. We're thinking it'll be 42-38, something like that. Both teams start with a 3 and out. That's what's awesome about football. You never really know what's going to happen.
That's why I like to say it's the ultimate reality TV.
Exactly.
It really is. You never know what's going to happen as Conaway's on to boot it away, and fair catch made just shy of the midfield mark by Danzel McKinley Lewis. Early on here at the Glass Bowl in Toledo, the Mountain West against the MAC. No score. Toledo's
Chick-fil-A Nuggets. Tonight is Nugget Night.
Some of the notable Toledo Rockets. Kareem Hunt was a walk-on. Last year he led the NFL in rushing with Kansas City, and what a career he's off to in his pro career. One of many that start here at Toledo with
a lot of guys. Yeah, John Greco with the New York Giants right now. He'll slide in at center. Barry Church for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Watched that game last Sunday on CBS.
Roberts, the tight end in Detroit.
Yeah.
It was a machine here catching touchdowns. So Toledo and Jason Candle's offense, second crack at it here. Very good field position for them as they get it into the hands of Shaquille Seymour. They bring it around near side for a pickup of about 3. Let's take a look, Ross, at your keys to the game today. First, Nevada.
Well, they got to pressure Mitch Guadagni, but you have to do it in a way in which you don't let him run for yards either. So you got to pressure and contain. Meanwhile, Ganji needs to be a little bit more consistent. And there you go right there.
Yeah, he got hit by Malik Reed. The pressure continues. You love his game.
We mentioned
There's the word from Boitman.
Take a look. The left side of your screen, Malik Reed comes in. He beats the left guard, Kasem. He's only 235 pounds, but he's got great wiggle and explosion. We were just talking about that as one of the keys to the game. You need to be able to get pressure on Guadani, but not open up big seams, because he can run with his legs and take advantage of those.
Senior out of Alabama. 3rd down and 7 here for Guadani in this Toledo offense. Guadani's got time. Now steps out, dumps it off near side into the hands of Tompkins. And Art Tompkins, the Pennsylvania product, takes it down to the 38-yard line. Jamone Dotson to stop at a 1st down Rockets.
Tompkins is really the guy they like out of the backfield. He's gotten a little bit thicker. You'll see, though, Malik Reed makes an inside move again. This time it allows Guadani to get outside, keep his eyes downfield, and get the ball in Tompkins' hands.
Tompkins, a product of Woodland Hills High School in Pittsburgh. Touchdown last week on the ground. Guadani with time. Guadani taking a deep shot down the middle. Got a man caught. Touchdown. John Vay Johnson. The strike from Guadani, and the Rockets score from 38 yards. They've lifted off first here today in Toledo.
They thought their matchups at wide receiver against the Nevada DBs would work, and they did. Look at the right side of your screen. It's a deep post. John Vay Johnson runs a 10-500 and runs right past the safety Baber. That is a mismatch.
17th career touchdown for John Vay Johnson. Little Def Leppard to get us going here. Fitting, isn't it? 4 plays, 58 yards. And a touchdown. 4 plays, 52 yards. Took him just 55 seconds. And Ross, let's take a look back at the touchdown strike from Guadani to John Vay Johnson.
Well, there's 2 guys you want to take a look at. Both safeties here in the zone coverage. They're supposed to try to get back, but it doesn't end up happening. You'll see John Vay Johnson is going to run a deep post, and the safety does not get back Baber in time to get underneath that throw, and that's a big ask to try to have a safety be able to stop a guy that runs a 10-500 from running across their face. So they try to disguise the coverage, but the second safety was not able to get back to his deep middle of the field in time.
So Jamison Vest has it teed up. 8th Toledo drive under 2 minutes this year. And Vest puts the right foot into it. Fair catch made inside of the 5-yard line.
Following a fair catch on the kickoff, the ball will be placed at the 25-yard line. 1st down.
The new kickoff rule. So Nevada will go back to work. 2nd possession for them.
Interesting decision, isn't it there, Ben? I mean, he caught the ball at the 5 to just call a fair catch under the new fair catch kickoff rule this year. Anytime inside of the 25 you call a fair catch, you get the ball at the 25. But I mean, if you catch the ball at the 5, there wasn't that good a hang time. I'm a little surprised that he didn't elect to run that one out.
Saw Jay Norvell, the 2nd-year head coach, well traveled. He has been all over the place, double-digit stops in his coaching career. The college and the pro ranks.
Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 1st down.
That went on Ganji. That'll back him up 5 yards.
That's the type of thing as a coach that drives you absolutely bananas. It's the first play of a series. I mean, you just came off the sideline. How do you get a delay game?
Shouldn't happen. Back to it here. And the pass there to Caleb Fossum. Forced out of bounds by Khalil Robinson. Fossum, a new addition. Started his career at Washington State. Nevada without Brendan O'Leary Orange today, their top target. Put him in concussion protocol last week after a play in which he went up trying to make a catch. Here's Kelton Moore. Moore trying to go right side, broke the tackle of Tafe, and then he's taken down in the secondary as Jamal Hines finished him off.
That's kind of what Kelton Moore is. He's 240 pounds. He's a banger. It's almost like they want him to tenderize the meat, so to speak, and then bring in Tawa, who's got the explosive ability, but they hammer him with Moore, hopefully wear him down, and then have Tawa come through and break a long one.
So 3rd and 2 here. See what the Rockets have come up with here to try to stop them here on this 3rd and short here early on in the game. Toledo on top 7-0. Ganji near side, catch made. And it's Fossum with a grab, and that'll move the sticks for a first down. Will it? Yes, it will.
They're trying to get more production from their outside receivers, Ben, but the inside receivers have still been their bread and butter. Whether it's Fossum or Mannix, they're so good, especially on those quick out routes. Almost like it reminds you of Wes Welker and Julian Edelman, some of the Patriots slot receivers over the years.
They do, they really do. They get one there into the hands there. Fossum again, so they found some rhythm here, he and Ganji. Good pick up there, about 8 yards on the completion. Call it 9.
What's the record for number of catches on one drive? Because Fossum has 3 now on this drive. So let's see, they're not even at midfield yet. We got a shot.
He's got a shot. 2nd and a yard. 5 minutes gone by here in the opening quarter. 2nd consecutive year these two teams have met. And there's Toa, his first carry of the game. And they've got the first down. The freshman, he is a ball of energy and can do a little bit of everything.
He had several Pac-12 offers, but came to play for Nevada instead, in large part because his brother Vi is the 2nd all-time leading rusher in school history and is a legend. Toa grew up coming to Nevada games.
His brother Vi wanted to come and work with this program. Here's a catch made by Dayon Henley, and Henley, good pickup, still on his feet, and inside of the 20-yard line he goes, and finally had to be gang tackled there. Good effort out of Henley there to put the Wolfpack into the red zone.
Really poor tackling. Look at the left side of your screen. As soon as Henley catches it, where are the Toledo Rockets here? They're changing direction, they're losing their feet, and Nevada's rolling again.
Gain of 30 on the play to the end zone, and incomplete there on the first down pass attempt by Ganji.
That's a big ask there to go right back to Henley, because I don't care what he says, he was tired after that play before. You run 40-some yards in and out, breaking tackles, you're going to be a little gassed. So to try to win an ISO route against a corner like Kadar Holman's, not easy.
Toa gets the ball. Toa inside the 5, leans, and is he in? They say touchdown. Toa takes one in from 18 yards out, and Nevada a point away from tying this thing up.
Toa has that explosive ability that we talked about. You get him on the edge, he's gone. Ganji out of the shotgun again, gives it to him. Nice kick out block there by Brown, and then Toa just turns on the Jets, and he's a good finisher there.
The rule on the field is a touchdown. The previous play is under further review.
So John Sullivan, our replay official today. We'll take a look back at this. Let's watch the hand here as Toa gets close to the goal line.
So right there, his elbow's down. His left elbow's down. Where was the ball when the left elbow went down is the question.
Yes.
Because that's the first thing that hit the ground that would cause the man to be called down.
Yes.
Right? He's still up right there. And it's right when that left elbow, his hand's okay, right there, he's down. I don't know, though, from that angle, I don't know if there's enough to overturn.
Yeah.
Let's look at this. Will be a good angle. This will be the perfect angle.
That's perfect. Yeah, you're right.
Left elbow down.
Ooh.
I don't know how you overturn that from that angle.
I don't either. Because the right arm with the ball. Well,
he's not down until the elbow, left elbow point touches the green.
Right there.
Ooh.
Based on that, I think it's a good play. What do you think?
Let's put it this way. If he's short, he's at like the 1-inch line.
Right.
It's that close.
Right. Well, they called it a touchdown on the field. If it stands, 8 plays, 75 yards, 233 would be an 18-yard touchdown for that young man, the freshman there, Toa, but they are currently reviewing this. It is under review in the hands of John Sullivan, leading the replay booth today here at the Glass Ball in Toledo. Here's one more look.
See if we can freeze it right there. Right when the elbow's down. I don't see how you overturn that.
I'm with you, Ross. I don't either. I think that's going to count.
Has to be indisputable visual evidence to be able to overturn.
I mean, our reactions are both, we're not seeing it. We don't have the final say-so, obviously, but they are continuing to look at this. John Sullivan, again, our replay official.
So my thought would be, Ben, if they do overturn it,
yeah,
it's about at the 1 inch line.
Correct.
Right? Like 6 inches.
Yep.
Which at that point you would say, okay, well, if you think it's at the 6 inch line, is that enough to overturn? Like, are you that sure that you can overturn it? But I will also say this is a long conversation.
It is. The longer it goes.
The one thing I know for sure is the longer they talk, the more it's likely to be overturned.
That's Vi Tawa, who's the older brother of
further review,
Toa.
The runner's forearm was down short of the goal line. The ball will be placed at the 6 inch mark. It will be first and goal.
There you go, Ross.
6 inch line. So, all right. I can live with that.
Yep. Jason Candle, his defense, will try to come up with a goal line stand. Let's look back one more time.
Watch the left forearm and elbow right there.
Yep.
Man, that's close.
That's a tough call.
I wouldn't have overturned it, but they didn't ask me.
Devontae Lee will line up in the backfield next to Ty Ganji on first and goal. It's about the length of the football. Nevada will try to punch this in here.
Lee is a hammerhead, big back, and always be careful for Ganji to pull the ball.
He's 5'8", 230, and Lee, there he goes, hammers his way in, but there's a penalty flag on the near side at the 2. So we'll await the verdict here from Kevin Boitman, our referee here today in Toledo.
Illegal formation. More than 4 players in the backfield. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Think about how big that replay overturn now is.
No question.
Right? Because, you know, when they overturn it and you have the ball at the 6 inch line, you think, okay, we'll still score a touchdown anyway. But now that you get a penalty there, that's the problem with when they overturn it like that. And what has to make you nervous, now they're going to have to really fight to get those 6 points. You see there, the right side of your screen, nobody is covering up the right tackle.
Yeah.
You need someone to be up on the line of scrimmage. That wing back right there on the right side needs to be up on the line of scrimmage.
Toledo, they're first.
So the Rockets will talk things over.
It will be 30 seconds.
Toledo will as well. 8:49 to play in the opening quarter. 7-0 lead for Toledo. As both teams discuss, and ball now spotted just outside of the 5-yard line for Nevada. Monday night, 6 Eastern, join CBS Sports Network as our team of NFL experts break down all the Week 3 action exclusively from a quarterback's perspective. Don't miss Monday, NFL Monday QB on the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. So we'll come out of the timeout, see what these two teams have diagrammed up as Ganji comes back on.
That ends up being a huge replay and a huge penalty if Nevada can't find a way to still get in the end zone here.
You're right about that. Toledo opponents been in the red zone 6 times, have 5 touchdowns and a field goal. See what Nevada's done in the red zone this season. Very good in that department. Devontae Lee, Toledo, they stand up. And a short pickup, Tyler Tate, the middle linebacker, leading the charge in there, number 17, along with Tuzar Skipper. So now, the ball just over the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal upcoming.
And I know they like Lee, but who's the guy that got you down here? Toa Tau. In my mind, that's the guy they should have in the ball game right now.
Jay Norvell watching his offense, hoping they can punch this in and tie it up. On the ground. They fake it to Lee, and Ganji gonna try to take it in. Can he get in? No! Stop short of the goal line. Great job by Toledo here so far, as it was Richard Olekama out there making the stop.
And number 91, the true freshman, Jamal Hines. Watch Ganji pull the ball, run out. Watch the Toledo pursuit. You'll see Kadar Holman does a nice job, and 91, Jamal Hines. Watch 91, middle of your screen, run down the line. A defensive end with that kind of athleticism, and he's definitely short. That's why you coach hustle.
So 3rd and goal now. Devontae Lee, and Tate greeted him first, and Toledo has come up and done the job. The Rockets, what a job up front by Reggie Howard and Tyler Tate. 4th and goal coming up.
They have Lee in because he's supposed to be able to get the tough yards. It's just an inside zone scheme to the left side. You'll see Lee get the ball, and right there he gets hit at about the half-yard line.
So they're going to go for it here.
Absolutely the right decision here. Because even if you don't get it, you're forcing Toledo to go 99 yards. You got to go here.
On the road, and Lee takes it in. Touchdown. It was Ganji that actually took it in. Great fake to Lee, and Ty Ganji takes it in and caps the drive off. And now we're a point away from a tie game.
And they even played it correctly, Ben. They had a guy accounting for the quarterback, and Ganji just made a miss. Watch, he's right there. Right there, number 99, Tuzar Skipper, just not able to make the play on Ganji. That read options assignment football, Toledo had the right assignment. They just couldn't make the play.
And this ball got tipped, but it still went through, and we're tied up at 7 apiece. Good fake to Lee. Ty Ganji takes it in. We're tied at 7. Watching college football on CBS Sports Network, presented by the Home Depot. To cap a 75-yard drive, took 4:49. And Ganji was 4 of 5 for 54 yards in the air on that drive for the Wolfpack. And second straight year these two teams have met. They met last September out in Reno, Nevada, in a high-scoring affair. Game that was won by Toledo.
Love the decision there by Norvell to run it with Ganji and go for it on 4th down. I feel like, you know, when we were younger, Ben, it would have been almost unique that they went for it there. More and more teams at every level of play are almost always going for those 4th and shorts like that.
Yeah, got to take advantage of those possessions. And I mentioned last year they got together out in Reno. Late in the first quarter, Toledo, they got things going. Deontay Johnson, look at him fly. Such a weapon. Logan Woodside, the touchdown. They had another touchdown 5 minutes later to go up 14 in the second. As Woodside was slinging it.
Wow.
Big time. Cody Thompson and the Rockets ended up winning the game by 13 on that day.
Frozen rope right there.
Big time.
That's why he's still in the NFL right now. Got drafted in the 7th round by the Bengals.
So here's Tompkins trying to go right side. Now brings it back near side. Good job in the backfield. Guess who's in there again? Malik Reed is everywhere.
That's our guy. We highlighted him in the Chick-fil-A starting lineups because he is a senior leader. He will absolutely get a shot at the next level. He looks to me, Ben, like a guy that will be really good on special teams and then maybe a situational pass rusher because he's still learning how to be an off-the-ball linebacker.
It's his 27th career tackle for a loss. Right up the middle, it's Art Tompkins. Takes it almost to the 21-yard line. Bring up 3rd down here. So Toledo, 38-yard touchdown pass to John Bay Johnson. Gave them the lead. Ty Ganji, 1-yard run on 4th down.
3rd and 14 for a lot of teams. They would consider just a screen or a draw here. But because of Toledo's receivers and the weapons they have, they're not going to be afraid to try to get this 1st down.
Guidani, plenty of time. Open target, finds the running back Tompkins. Going to be well short of the 1st down. Good job by Nevada to force him out. Daniel Brown over there leading the charge for the Wolfpack defense. It'll bring up 4th down, and Bailey Flint will come back on to punt it away for Toledo.
Very soft zone coverage from Nevada there, so I think that's why Guadani just checked it down. That's why a negative play on first down is so significant, because then you get off the chains and off schedule and you end up 3rd and 14. They didn't want to try to take a chance.
Bailey Flint hangs one up. Nevada's going to let it bounce. Going to take a decent roll for Toledo. And they'll down this in the neighborhood of the 22-yard line with 4:59 left here in this first quarter of play. Jay Norvell on the Wolfpack. Their offense has the ball. In 14 when they beat Washington State. I love what Jay Norvell said. He said, I asked our guys Friday to stand up if any of you have beaten a Power 5. Not one guy stood up. That's how much it meant to them.
Do you think he knew that ahead of time when he asked him to do it?
Probably.
You bet he did.
Yeah.
He wanted to prove a point.
Yeah.
None of you guys have beaten a Power 5 team.
Exactly.
Now they all have.
Exactly. Here comes Nevada on the ground, left side. Toa with the football.
Nice job there defensively by Reggie Howard, the big defensive tackle for Toledo. Talking with the coaches, they feel like he has a chance to really be special. Just needs to be more consistent with his technique. You know, sometimes he gets lazy with his hands. Sometimes he'll play a little too high. To really get a chance at the next level, it's consistency of technique and leverage.
Tied for the team lead last week with 8 tackles when Miami was in here. Quick strike delivered just shy of the 30-yard line. Romeo dubs the catch. He's a young guy, along with Toa that you really like watching these guys.
He had a big-time 35-yard catch last week that they really needed earlier in the season. Had a punt return touchdown versus Portland State. One of 35 Southern California guys Nevada's gotten over the last 2 years that are already making a big difference. He's only a true freshman, just like Towa.
Yeah. It was his first career catch, that 35-yarder. 3rd down, and this play goes nowhere. Towa was buried under in the backfield there. Good work, and getting in there again is Hines.
They're going to bring pressure off the right side. Hines goes inside. Watch the right tackle, number 65. They'll bring pressure off the edge. Hines, 91, goes inside and is able to beat that true freshman offensive tackle, Aaron Frost, to the inside. So as you get older, Frost will realize if it looks like that edge guy, DeDarlo Blue, 21, if it looks like he's coming, then Hines, the defensive end, has to pinch inside. That's one of the things with inexperience you don't realize.
It will be 30 seconds.
So Nevada takes a quick timeout here on 4th and 6. We'll come back after a quick 30-second timeout.
Susan wanted to turn the garage into a yoga studio, but her husband thought a home office would be more practical. It can be tough to get her chakras in line. Yeah, Susan's had to compromise a lot these days, but not when it comes to cutting the cord. Fubo gives her all the sports she wants, as well as all the shows her family loves. Don't compromise. Get all your favorite sports and TV shows. Go to FuboTV.com today.
Good turnout here in the Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio with Ross Tucker. My name is Ben Holden. Great to have you with us here as we begin a busy day. Low snap, and Toledo gets in, blocks it. It's picked up and dropped and picked up again and taken back. And Toledo does the job. Reggie Gilliam, their tight end in there on special teams, takes it in for the touchdown, and Phillips got in there to get a piece of it, and the Rockets extend the lead to 13-7.
And this is just a bad snap. Watch the ball come on the ground. He's not able to field it. Desmond Phillips, the junior receiver, gets a piece of it. Gilliam returns it. Just wasn't able to field it cleanly. Good job by Phillips. Gilliam, the tight end, picks it up, and Toledo's on the scoreboard again.
They are on the scoreboard. Their second block punt for a touchdown this season, as Jamison Vest puts the extra point through with 3:07 to play in the opening quarter. In their opener here at the Glass Bowl, it was Cody Thompson that blocked one and took it in from basically a yard out.
I've never seen that before. Take a look at this.
Here's a look, yeah.
This is week 1 against VMI. I've never seen this before. Cody Thompson, the outstanding receiver, he comes through the middle, grabs it, just grabs it right off the.
You know,
does that count as a block punt or is that a punt return touchdown?
Both. The funny, I thought one of the funnier parts was somebody got his name wrong. He said, "Could you at least get my name right?" They had it as Corey. Here's a look back at Gilliam. He tracks it, then gathers it, and then finds his way in.
Nice to have a tight end there on the punt return, punt block team that has good hands and can pretty easily scoop and score like that.
Yeah. So you got to be sound in all three phases, right?
That is the type of thing that'll drive Jay Norvell, the Nevada coach, crazy.
Yeah. Jamison Vest puts the foot into it. This one will sail 3 yards deep, and the knee taken in the end zone by Nevada. They'll have it from the 25 with 3:07 remaining in the opening quarter. And the quarterback, Ty Ganji, will come back on, going head-to-head here with Mitch Guadagni. In the comparison so far, your thoughts on that, Ross?
Nice job by Ganji so far. It doesn't feel like Guadagni's really been on the field that much. He did have that deep post touchdown, but Ganji going against one of the better group of 5 secondaries, really, in all of college football. Tichy, Robinson, Holman, they're very good. Ganji so far has been accurate.
Kelton Moore, the running back, behind Ganji. As the Wolfpack go to work here from their own 25. And get it out quickly and into the hands there of Caleb Fossum. 4 catches for Fossum so far on the day. They got some rhythm going.
Ganji took a shot as he delivered that football right there from Willie Ross. Got up a little bit gimpy. Let's see if he's okay. It's a nice job again working against that freshman lower leg right there.
And Ganji gets the ball into the hands of Fossum, but Tichy, who you just mentioned, made a nice play in the open field there.
I really like the senior from Pomfret, Maryland. He made a bunch of plays last week against the Miami Hurricanes. He is excellent as a tackler in the open field. You see so many of these bubble screens in college football. He ran over Mannix, #1, the receiver, to get in there and make the tackle. That's how you do it.
Yeah. 4 tackles last week. Here is Ganji now. Flings it out, and McLean Mannix has the grab. What a freshman season he had. Product of Midland, Texas. His father, Friday Night Lights. His dad was on that 1988 Permian team. I mean, that's some good stuff.
I love that book and movie.
Yeah, me too.
West Texas high school football, baby.
3rd and 2 after the catch by Mannix. They try it on the ground, and they don't get much, if anything. It was Kelton Moore, but Willie Ross from the defensive end, the junior out of Ravenna, Ohio, made the stop. Now you got a decision here. What do you do now?
It looks like they're going to be aggressive and go again. I like it. I mean, you're
too.
down by a score. If you feel like there's going to be a lot of points, keep your eyes again on Ganji pulling the ball on a designed quarterback run again or on a read. I thought he wanted to take the ball last time. I don't think he wanted more to take it.
And now we get a timeout. That's the second taken by Nevada.
Nevada, their second. It will be 30 seconds.
So Jay Norvell wants to be absolutely sure.
But that's tough to only have 1 timeout in the entire second quarter now. Those timeouts are valuable. Take a look at this. See if Ganji wanted to pull the ball. I don't know that he wanted to give it right there.
Didn't look like it.
Now look at him. He's not happy.
No.
Because he saw the read. Willie Ross, 95, the defensive end closed. That's the read for Ganji. If the defensive end closes, he's got to pull it. I guess he didn't pull it hard enough, or I guess Kelton Moore said, I'm 240 pounds.
I'm taking it.
I mean, and Norvell has thought better or thought worse, depending on your perspective of going for it.
Yeah, considering the last time the punt team was on the field.
You'd almost rather have just taken a delay game there if you're going to punt it anyway. I'd rather have 5 yards than the timeout.
So Conaway. And bobbled and right into the hands of Nevada. So they get it back. They get it back as Conaway sends it down, bobbled by the return man for Toledo and right into the waiting hands.
The kick was touched by a member of the receiving team
of
and possessed
Dotson.
by the kicking team. First down, Nevada.
Heads up play, Ross.
Very heads up play by Dotson, the UW transfer. He can really run. Special teams have been huge. I don't know how special teams coaches do it. I was talking with Tommy Perry from Nevada and Robbie Disher from Toledo before the game about where they're kickers are comfortable from. And here comes the Wildcat.
The Wildcat, To'atawa, but Toledo not fooled by it at all. A loss of close to a yard. That front doing a good job up front. Reggie Howard leading the charge on that particular play.
They saw the same thing we saw this week, which is the success that Nevada had with Tawa on the Wildcat last week, and they were ready for that.
They certainly were. A loss of a yard, they call it. Tawa remains to the right of Ty Ganji. Nevada trying to take advantage of the bobbled punt by McKinley Lewis. Ganji in trouble. He is dropped. Ball came out. Was he down though? Picked up by Toledo, and they're blowing the play dead. Blowing the play dead.
The ruling in the field is that the runner was down before losing control of the ball. Third down.
So there's the verdict there from Kevin Boitman, our referee.
Let's take a look. Ganji, pressure off the edge. He steps up. Looks like he had room to step up. Wasn't able to step up, though, as much as he wanted. In 99, Tuzar skipper. Watch his knee and see where the ball comes out. Yeah, his right knee was down. That's a good call. It's a good job by the officials there. They were on top of it right away. Right knee clearly down before the ball comes out. Third and real long for Nevada.
17 needed to convert the first down. They need to get down to the 5-yard line if they want to convert it here on third down.
That is the end of the first quarter.
So we played 15 minutes here in this matchup of Mountain West against Mid-American Conference between the Wolfpack of Nevada and the Rockets of Toledo. We'll step aside, take a timeout, come back. Great to have you with us. You're watching college football on CBS Sports Network. Toledo by 7 after 1. Just about set to begin the second quarter with Ross Tucker. My name is Ben Holden. Great to have you with us here. A busy day of college football. 4 games coming your way here on the network. We kick things off here in Toledo. The toughest sport on dirt takes the stage tomorrow night at 6 Eastern for the U.S. Border Patrol Invitational. It's the 25th PBR Unleash the Beast series, and it continues right here on CBS Sports Network. 14-7 game as we begin the second. Nevada with a third and long coming up here. They're 1 of 5 on third down. What do you look for here, Ross?
Look at Mannix all the way at the bottom of your screen. He's the speed receiver.
Number 1. Instead, down the middle, and it's caught into the waiting hands of Elijah Cooks. And Cooks gets it done. They've got a lot of weapons too at receiver. And Ganji found the open man there as Cooks takes it in for the Wolfpack touchdown.
That was the 3 receiver side, and Toledo's so worried about Mannix, number 1, and his speed that they dropped the coverage on the deep post. You see it was number 15, the safety for Toledo, really is a backup. Tyson Anderson was in there and he got fooled. He bit on the underneath post and got beat behind him.
40th career touchdown pass in the career of Ty Ganji. And Ramiz Ahmed tacks on the point after. And it's 14-all here in the Glass Bowl.
Ganji looking deep again in the post. That's a big-time touchdown on 3rd and 17.
It's Ty Ganji to Elijah Cooks to tie things up here, Ross.
Well, Nevada right there was in quarters coverage. And so what happens there in quarters coverage is you need Tyson Anderson, number 15. He's in the middle of the screen, the safety right there. And as they ran both inside receivers, Tyson Anderson bit on the underneath receiver and was not back deep in quarters coverage where he was supposed to be.
So Nevada's got it teed up and set to kick it away to the Rockets of Toledo. Toledo's never lost in 4 meetings against these Wolfpack. Good return here. Deontay Johnson, this kid can fly. Deontay Johnson, open field. Nothing but green grass. And Deontay Johnson to the house. Touchdown. speedster out of Florida.
Holy Toledo and holy special teams. I mean, we're a little over 15 minutes into this game, and that's the third gigantic play on special teams. This time it's Deontay Johnson, who, by the way, was first team all-league punt returner last year. He had 4 punt returns.
He did.
4 punt returns all year, and he's first team all-league.
Second team kick returner. Right now, he should be first team all Mid-American Conference.
He's to the left side of your screen there.
During a matchup for the substitution process, the try will be replayed at the 3-yard line.
He just hits it right up the middle.
Oh, did he ever?
Able to make the kicker miss. I mean, they barely laid a hand on him.
Yeah.
He's got rare change of direction skills, but that was too easy. That's the type of thing that'll get Tommy Perry, the Nevada special teams coach, that'll drive him crazy, because that looked way too easy.
It really did. There was a penalty on the point after as we were in that replay. Offsetting, and they'll try the point after again here as Toledo will look to go back up 7. Jamison Vest comes on. So steady and accurate he is. Been very good in his Toledo career. Officially a 98-yard kick return by Deontay Johnson. And Toledo back up by 7. We thought we'd see a lot of points.
I don't know that we thought we'd see a lot of special teams points.
Yeah.
It's so funny, too, because, you know, when you prep for a game, you spend so much time on the offense, so much time on the defense. And then here we are. Special teams have really been the difference in the game. And I guess the difference is Toledo's made 2 special teams plays, while Nevada's only made 1.
Yep. Gilliam taking back the blocked punt for the first of the 2 plays you're talking about. And then Johnson taking that one back, and Toledo did cough one up. They fumbled the punt. 9-yard punt return for the touchdown by Reggie Gilliam, and a 98-yard kick return by Deontay Johnson.
The moral of the story is, anytime there's a kick, make sure you're watching real closely, because a lot has happened already in this game on special teams. So it makes it fun.
Value the football, right?
Man, that was too easy right there. That would drive any coach crazy. He went right up the middle.
He certainly did. Vest puts the foot into it. This one will sail nearly to the back of the end zone. Pretty much does, about 9 yards deep. And Nevada will get it back, trailing by 7. Just 17 seconds gone in this second quarter. And a high-scoring one so far, 35 points. Second he's taken back in his Toledo career in the kickoff return game. Fun talking with him last night. I enjoyed him coming in. We had Holman in there as well, and Guadani. Those 3 were fun to talk with.
Deontay Johnson, he said when Jason Candle came to his high school in Tampa and said he was from Toledo, he said, "Where's that?" Told his mom he thought he wanted to go to Toledo. She said, "What? Where's that?" He actually had an offer from USF there in Tampa, but he said, "I didn't want to stay home. I wanted to go somewhere else," and this worked out fabulously for him so far.
He's found a home here. There's a penalty here, and Toledo was trying to look like Anderson off the field.
Man.
Illegal substitution. Defense, 12 players in the formation. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
So for 2 teams that are well coached to have these special teams issues and then some of these pre-snap penalties, too many guys on the field. Remember, Nevada had to delay a game, the first play of a series. It's been a sloppy penalty. It's been a sloppy game so far, and Jason Candle's not happy.
You'll see Anderson trying to get off the field. We come back out, and ball incomplete on the pass, looking for Romeo Dubs. He was the intended target there. So 2nd and 5 upcoming. There's Jason Candle. The job he's done. Came from Mount Union, played there. Got a handful of Division III national championships from his playing days and his coaching days at Mount Union, where he coached one Pierre Garçon as the wide receivers coach there. Angie puts it into the red basket there. It was Jackson Kincaid with the carry. It'll bring up third and about 3 needed to convert the first down here for the Wolfpack.
One of the things that's interesting about this game for Toledo is here we are in week 4 of the season, Ben.
Yeah.
This is the first game they've had this year where they've had 1 week to prepare.
Yeah.
Because they had the opener against VMI, then a bye in week 2 before they played the Miami Hurricanes. So week 4 is the first time they've only had 1 week to prepare for a game.
And they have that bye in like week 10. Ganji flings it out, catch is made, and a first down. Good effort by Trey Carter-Wells. Outstanding work by him to move the sticks on a key third down for Nevada.
He doesn't get the ball a whole lot. They slip him out to the right side of your screen. DeDarlo Blue gives him a good shot, but he's big enough and strong enough to reach the ball over the 35 for a first down for the Wolfpack.
You're not kidding, he doesn't get it much. He had 1 catch last year, now 2 this year. The hometown product out of Sparks, Nevada. Ganji to the air, dangerous play. And it was broken up nicely over there on the far sideline by Holman.
Holman is so good. Really enjoyed talking with him and watching him play. He's at the top of your screen. This is man-to-man locked coverage, and it's hard when they throw a back shoulder fade like that, because you don't want to let the guy beat you over the top, right? It's a cardinal sin to get beat deep, but to still be able to have the presence of mind to make a play on a back shoulder throw, that's why he is such a unique player.
2nd and 10, Ganji back to the air. He's got Mannix in space, and McLean Mannix has got the first down based on the spot I'm seeing at the 46-yard line. Tyson Anderson to stop, but it does not appear to be enough.
When in doubt, Nevada is throwing the ball to their slot receiver. One side or the other, when in doubt, they're throwing it to the inside receiver. And look at even just this game so far, Ben. They've had a lot more success when they've gone to the inside receivers.
Yeah, they're a little bit short here, so 3rd and less than a yard. Nevada 3 of 7 on 3rd down to this point of the game.
Devontae Lee, the hammerhead back, is back in there.
Lined up behind Ganji. Lee's got it. Spins off, sheds a block. Lost the football. Came free. The Rockets are on it. Toledo's got it. The 45-yard line. The Rockets right on it.
The field is a fumble recovered by the defense. First down, Toledo.
Nevada coughs it up. Ole Kama in there. Richard Ole Kama. The redshirt senior was able to fall on it, Ross.
Lee bounced it outside, and he's banging his way to try to get more tackles in. DeDarlo Blue, number 21, he's the guy that popped it out. Watch 21 put his helmet right on the football, right there.
Yep.
I mean, picture perfect, helmet on the ball, pops it out, and Ole Kama, one of the smartest guys on the team, is right there to fall on the ball.
7 tackles a week ago. Now Guadani taking a shot. Deontay Johnson down there, but unable to get his hands near that. Take a shot to him there. John Vay Johnson has a receiving touchdown from Guadani, 38 yards. Deontay, the 98-yard kick return.
When's the last time Toledo had the ball? I mean, I feel like we haven't seen
for a
Guadani.
Possession.
It's been a while, since
It
Guadani's been out here.
It has, you're right.
Because they had the muffed punt that led to Nevada getting the ball again.
Correct.
And then the kickoff return for a touchdown. They should be well rested.
Yeah, Jason Candle talked about his team getting in the rhythm like you were referring to earlier, as they keep it on the ground here down to about the 40-yard line. It was Brian Kobach, the Kentucky transfer. He talked about his team trying to get into a rhythm and a routine, and as you mentioned, it's hard to do that when you got a game and 2 off.
Well, and not only that, in terms of a rhythm in the running game, they blew out VMI week 1. Last week, they really had to try to throw it to stay close with Miami. They haven't really had a chance to just run the rock.
Yep. So 3rd and 4, Toledo. 1 of 3 on 3rd down to this point. Guadani. Now he's going to try and run for it. He's a good runner, but he got caught from behind. Takes it to the 38. They're going to be a couple short here. Is Corey Rush able to get him?
So we'll see. I think they're going to go for it here. This would be about a 55-yard field goal, which is absolutely within Jamison Best's range. Special teams coach Robbie Disher told me on the field before the game, he's comfortable from 56, 57, but he doesn't know if Jason Candle, the head coach, would call that unless it was, you know, the end of the half, the end of the game or something.
Yeah, his career long, just for the record, 49. Flag comes in on the near side. It's going to back Toledo up.
Number 68, offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
So that's on Mitchell Berg.
And when he moves, people notice. 6'6", 305, red shirt freshman. Toledo had a lot of movement up front. I think they were trying to get Nevada to move, and they did a little bit, but they didn't cross the neutral zone, and when Berg moved, it's obviously a false start.
Yep, so now Candle says, all right, 4th and 7. We're not going to mess around here. Flint on to punt. Fair catch called for. 7-yard line made by Caleb Fossum, and Nevada will have it there. When we come back, we step aside here in Toledo. High scoring affair here so far. Rockets on top of the Wolfpack by 7.
Fubo TV. Don't compromise. Get over 100 channels of live sports and TV without cable. And by Fanatics.com. Officially licensed everything.
Some great pictures there from Toledo's 5th annual Victory Day. Local special needs children's were paired with a Rocket player and got to experience what it's like on the field here at the Glass Bowl. You loved it. You come in here yesterday, your first trip in here.
Very, very impressed with every aspect of this. You know, the press box, as you can see to your left there, was actually the 2nd biggest in the country in terms of number of suites when they built it back in 1990.
Yeah.
46 suites, only behind Neyland Stadium in Tennessee.
So here's Nevada, pressure coming. Ganji floats one out there. Dubs is there, and there's going to be a penalty. Pass interference going to be called. Romeo Dubs out there, 1-on-1 coverage with Samuel Womack.
Ganji gave his guy an opportunity, even though he was under pressure there.
Pass interference. Number 19, defense. 15-yard penalty. Automatic 1st down.
So the guilty party, Womack there. The field position Nevada starting with, the worst for either team in the game.
Oh, man, that's a tough call right there.
Yeah.
I mean, the ball's underthrown. It looks like Womack's playing the ball more than the man. There's a little bit of contact, I think, when Womack stumbled, but that's tough.
So now it's 1st down. Nevada gets some breathing room. Kelton Moore's lined up behind Ganji from the 22-yard line. Ganji over the middle, got a man open. Fossum, they got something going today to the 30-yard line. Going to be 2nd and short now is Zachary Ford on the tackle, the secondary for Toledo.
Those inside receivers, so what happens a lot of times, those guys have a two-way go, inside or outside, makes it so hard for any one person to cover them.
Ganji gives way to Kelton Moore, and Moore be close. Yep, they're giving him the 1st down. They've got it, so they'll move the sticks here as Nevada tries to get some rhythm going in their offense, their air raid attack, as they call it.
Have not seen as much of Tawa as I thought we would.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
They've really been rotating the running backs quite a bit, even though he had that big run to get him down near the goal line.
Seen Moore get most of the workload. Devontae Lee's been in. Ganji, quick release. There's Fossum again over the middle. Another 1st down for the Wolfpack. Dragged down at the 44-yard line. They'll move the chains.
So the good thing about the inside receivers as well, you'll see Ganji, they tried to drop Maynard back to get in the passing lane, is those are easier throws for the quarterback too. He doesn't have to throw it all the way out to the numbers or near the sideline.
6th grab of the game for Fossum. Make it 7 right on cue. Caleb Fossum getting a block from Henley downfield down to the 30-yard line. So the Wolfpack showing their teeth on this drive, putting together a nice march here so far, getting at 25.
It's been a big week so far in the state of Ohio for Fossum and a possum. Remember in the Browns game, they found that possum in the stands?
Yes.
Now Fossum, Toledo's having a tough time finding him anywhere on the field.
Yeah.
It's like, it feels like it's automatic.
Really does. The rhythm they're in right now. Ty Ganji and Caleb Fossum. Ganji the fake, and this one well off the mark. The only guy near it for Nevada looked like McLean Mannix, number 1 there, bottom of your screen. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The thing too has been Ganji's getting the ball out so quickly when he throws it to Fossum or Mannix, you know, the inside receivers, that it really eliminates any kind of pass rush. They're gonna have to get up on those inside receivers and try to bump them or disrupt them somehow to at least give their pass rush a chance to get there.
Angie 14 out of 19, hands it off here. This time it's Toa Taua, and Toa Taua had one called back. This one won't be called back, folks. A 31-yard touchdown for Toa Taua. Nevada within a point.
They caught him in a stunt up front, and Nevada blocked it perfectly to open up a huge hole. And Taua knows exactly what to do with it. You see the stunt up front, nice block on the backside by 76, the right guard, Brown. Taua has rare vision. That's the thing that impressed his coaches as much as anything. Matt Mummy said he just finds a way to get places that we don't even think he's going to be able to get when we're watching the video.
Second rushing touchdown of the season for Toa Taua. And the ball game tied up at 21 apiece. Toa Taua, he's been taking it all. He took it all right there, didn't he?
The little cut inside right there, a seal block on the backside, and the true freshman knows exactly where to take that one.
Why bother mastering something?
To the house, longest run of the year for Toa and for Nevada. So the Wolfpack with a very good drive there to even things up here at 21 here, Ross.
Seems like they almost have a formula, right?
Yeah, they do.
Inside receiver, inside receiver, inside receiver, Taua.
Norvell, year number 2 for him. Won just 3 games a year ago. Lost 4 by 4 points, an average of 4 points or less. But this year, as is the case most times, you hope. Coach comes in year 2, you hope you start taking that next step. As Deontay Johnson's back and they kick it away from him. Smart move there, as he took a 98-yard return back his last time back there. And he got a touch, so 9:23 to go in the first half. Well, we got a chance. Let's look at our top 25 scoreboard today, brought to us by Red Lobster. What surprises you the most, Mr. Tucker?
Well, I'm not surprised Nebraska's losing, but look at that. They have had a rough start to the year. And how about Boston College? They've gotten off to a great start. Purdue hasn't, and yet Boston College trailing by double digits already.
Wake Forest and Notre Dame. Saw Wake Forest in week 1. They got a special quarterback down there, a true freshman in Sam Hartman, and a wideout in Sage Surratt that can do some damage. So on 1st and 10, here's Guadani. Hands it off. Cole back with it. A good pickup on 1st down.
The ruling in the field is that the runner was down before losing possession.
Yep.
2nd down.
So your surprise teams to this point?
Florida State obviously has been very disappointing. Nebraska, I'm not surprised that they started off 0-2, but it's who they've lost to and how they've lost. Conversely, as Guadani goes.
Yes, Guadani goes and takes it inside of Nevada territory down to the 42-yard line.
First time Guadani's really been able to use his legs today, but the positive surprise is Kansas and Boston College. Yeah. Take a look at Guadani, though. Getting a nice block downfield from Cody Thompson, the receiver. The senior receiver, exactly what you would expect.
Here's Guadani now. Gonna take a shot and well overthrows the target down there. 2nd down upcoming. Deontay Johnson, who he was looking for there. Guadani from Hudson, Ohio. Redshirt junior. Dad played football in Michigan in the late 70s. So he is technically a Michigan native.
It was amazing how excited you got when he said he was from Michigan.
I love my state. He's 3 of 6 so far, 55 yards. Moved when he was 3, but still has a lot of family there, so he's close. They can watch him. Here he goes on the run again. Mitch Guadani using those feet, using those wheels to move the chains for Toledo. 1st down Rockets, gain of 19.
So when you open up a seam, Guadani's gonna find it. You'll see Nevada comes with a little rush there, Malik Reed, but he gets just enough of him. Bryce Harris, number 72, that Reed's not able to get off and make the play on Guadani, who's getting it rolling on the ground now.
Now back to the air. McKinley Lewis has it. And taken down there. Nice play in the sideline by Damian Baber.
Baber's a nice player.
He
Leads
is.
the team with 17 tackles. Has 35 starts coming into today. And how about that San Jose State game he had last year? 3 return touchdowns.
Yep, big time game. He's got 9 career interceptions as well on the back end for Jay Norvell's defense. Guadani fakes to Seymour, looking to Cody Thompson at the 5-yard line. Daniel Brown was on the coverage.
First throw to Thompson today.
Yeah.
Which is a little surprising when you consider he's only 24 yards away from passing Lance Moore for 4th on the all-time list in school history. He's got 32 straight games with a catch. They better get him a catch soon.
He does. Needs 5 touchdowns to break Lance Moore's all-time record. He and Eric Page both with 25 career touchdowns. Who knows? Maybe he'll do it here on this 3rd and 6 play. Rockets 1 of 4 on 3rd down. Timeout looks like.
Timeout. Toledo, their second.
So each team with a timeout
It will be
remaining.
30 seconds.
With half the quarter remaining. What are you thinking Toledo may decide to go with here on this big 3rd down when we come back?
Well, I think that they'll throw the ball, obviously. But the thing is, Guadani's so good with his legs that if you're in Nevada, you really want to play zone so that everybody has eyes for the quarterback. You play man-to-man, number one, I don't think your cover guys are good enough to match up with the Toledo receivers. Number two, you don't have eyes on the quarterback. You know, you're running with the receiver. They need to play zone, especially with their second-level defenders, the linebackers, to have eyes on Guadani, because these runs he's had here on this drive have been too easy.
So 3rd and 6 here for Toledo. Seymour lined up in the backfield, along with Guadani. Pressure coming, got rid of it, and Brown's gonna get flagged. He doesn't know it till now. Flag came in. They were looking at John Vay Johnson. It was Daniel Brown there, who will get flagged for pass interference.
Well, that's another one at first glance. It looked like pretty good coverage.
Pass interference. Number 25, defense. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic 1st down.
Big penalty, especially on that 3rd down. Gives Toledo 1st and goal here.
Look at the bottom left of your screen. As he goes inside, he might have hooked him right there with the right arm there. They're going to call that. That's a good call. You know, from up here, you can't see that angle where he hooks him with the right arm. Whether you really turn the man or not, if you have that off arm inside, curling, hooking him, they're going to call it.
Here's Seymour, finds a little bit of a seam and drags the defender down close to the 6-yard line on 1st and goal here. Toledo trying to break this tie. Dom Peterson, seen his playing time increase the last couple of weeks for Nevada.
They're so much bigger up front than they were last year. Last year they averaged 252 across the front, which is way too small for FBS football.
Peterson 315. He's only 6 foot, but 315. Guadani hands it off. Kobach trying to knife his way through there. Tough sledding though. And they're going to give progress, looks like, to about the 4-yard line. So 3rd and goal upcoming here.
One of the things that was noticeable watching Toledo against Miami last week was that they really got beat up front on both sides of the ball, and they have not been able to control the action today. Nevada's done a pretty darn good job against the run so far. It's been mainly special teams in the passing game. We'll see if Guadani runs it in again this time.
3rd and goal. That's Tompkins. Drifted out into the slot. Now going to throw to the corner. Wide open touchdown, Cody Thompson. Cody Thompson. There's the streak they get. That intact, and another touchdown for Cody Thompson in his illustrious career, his 22nd career touchdown as a Toledo Rocket, and they're back up by 6.
Well, they got exactly what they wanted to that side. They got man-to-man coverage, and Thompson just ran a quick out and was wide open. That was another one that you think is too easy.
And Vest does his job to make it 28-21. Thompson had a big game against Nevada last year, 100 yards receiving, a big touchdown here in the second quarter from Guadani, capping a 9-play, 67-yard drive. Rockets by 7. And that bottom line, their first drive over a minute 47. Allowed their offense to get some time together on the field. And let's go back and take a look at the last play we saw for Toledo on offense before the break.
Nevada elected to come with a blitz there. Nevada wanted to come with a blitz off the edge. You'll see the two guys right there. These two linebackers are going to come with the blitz, and then Cody Thompson runs the quick out, and it's man-to-man coverage, and he's wide open.
He was wide open.
Absolutely wide open. If you're going to come with 6-man rush, it's going to be man-to-man.
So Vest has it teed up from the 35. A good kick from Jamison Vest, and it's going to bounce out of the end zone. 1st and 10 from the 25. Coming up for Ty Ganji when they make their way onto the field. Coming up on the Ram halftime report, Adam Zucker, Rick Neuheisel, and Brian Jones will get you caught up on all the scores and highlights in college football. They will also preview number 22 Texas A&M taking on defending national champion number 1 Alabama. 3:30 today over on CBS. Brad Nessler, Gary Danielson, Jamie Erdahl on the call. That's all coming up on the Ram halftime report here in another 6:08.
That's going to be a good game. Texas A&M has some studs. Their quarterback, receivers played very well against Clemson earlier this year. I'm looking forward to watching that one.
And to go to Dubs here, but forced out of bounds. Justin Clark on the coverage, product of West Bloomfield High School, played his high school ball for former Michigan wide receiver Ron Bellamy.
That is the first high school you've mentioned the whole game, and it happens to be like the first guy from Michigan.
No, I mentioned a couple other ones.
Which other high schools did you mention?
There was a Toledo player on defense I mentioned. It was from Ravenna. Here's Toa Tawa, and he goes nowhere. Needs a tow truck after that one. Stopped in his tracks. Good pursuit there by the Toledo defense. Blue helping finish him off. Skipper in there as well.
Every time I say the name or hear the name Toa Tawa, it makes me think of the Tower of Terror at Disney World. Last year, my wife and I took our daughters on the Tower of Terror. They were way too young. That was a poor parenting decision.
3rd down and 9 for Nevada. Toledo's defense trying to cause some mayhem over the middle, and it's broken up, incomplete. Nice work there in the secondary by Tichy.
Mannix is hurt.
He is. Writhing in pain at the 30-yard line is McLean Mannix.
He was reaching initially towards his left hip. And he is a speed athlete.
Big time.
That's what separates him,
Yep.
literally, from the guys trying to cover him.
Let's take a look here.
Left side of your screen. He's going to come in from the right. Nice job. Boy, tough to see anything there. It's just a nice play by Tichy. And actually, he reached for his back. Watch it right. Watch him as he goes down. His right hand will go for his right hip and back area. Right there.
Yeah. Well, walking off under his own power, always a good sign. And the young man made quite a splash a season ago. Freshman All-American, 57 grabs for close to 800 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 13.5 per catch.
Nevada recruiting very well in both Southern California and the state of Texas. Those are two areas that Coach Norvell told us he really wants to hit hard, and they've had a lot of success already.
So Conaway on to punt, 2, averaging 38.5. This one low, and it hit a Toledo player. Hit Cody Thompson there. And Thompson fell on it.
Heads up play by a heads up kid.
He has made Some big special teams plays this year. That one, and if you weren't with us, the block punt he had against VMI.
Man,
Smart, heady guy.
That's tough, too, on those
The ball was illegally
rugby-style
touched by
kickers
number
like
25
that.
of the kicking team.
What?
The ball will be put
He
at the spot
basically
of the
kicks
touching.
it into the
First down.
mass of blue, and Thompson tried to get out of the way. It still hits him. He has to jump on the ball. That could have been disastrous for Toledo again.
You're not kidding. Special teams coordinators pulling their hair out today. So from midfield, Mitch Guidani goes to work with a Rocket offense again, leading by 7, a little more than 5 to play until halftime. Guidani, open target, near side. That'll be a first down. Jamal Turner grabs it, one of their tight ends.
Guidani hurrying up, getting on the football again. Toledo feels that they got their bot on the ropes.
Sensing that as well. See if the Wolfpack defense can slow him. That was Seymour on the ground. Takes it to the 33-yard line.
They haven't gotten a whole lot done in the running game today other than Guidani. It's really, they're really just running it to set up the pass and play action pass. Seymour's the bigger back that they use for Toledo.
5'11", 225. Tompkins 5'8", about 190. Seymour's got it again. Seymour finds a seam, takes it inside of the 25-yard line, and a first down for Toledo. Damian Baber finished him off, but the Rockets loading up, trying to go in again.
Really nice patience that time by Seymour to let the blocks in front of him develop. That was Le'Veon Bell-like. When Le'Veon Bell's playing.
I was going to say when he's playing. Now Guidani. Flag flies back behind the play. Guidani takes it out of bounds near the 20, but we'll have to check the marker. You got to believe that's going to be a hold.
Yep.
Holding. Number 71, offense. 10-yard penalty. First down.
So that's on the big boy, the grad transfer from Florida State, Brock Rubel.
6'8", 330. Right side of your screen. Watch his hands when Guidani runs outside, because he's got his hands inside, but then as soon as Guidani runs outside, his right mitt was grabbing Lucas Weber's jersey there. That's what's so tough at times, Ben, about having a mobile quarterback. As long as Guidani stayed in the pocket, Rubel would have been okay with his hands inside, even grabbing Weber. But once Guidani goes outside, that is seen as Rubel restricting Weber's movement. They're going to call it.
Yeah, Rubel, 28 games played from 14 to 17 at Florida State. Started 13 of them. Keeps Seymour on the ground, left side. Sets up second down as we approach 3.5 minutes to play until halftime here. Toledo's 3rd game of the season, Nevada's 4th game. Nevada is 2-1, Toledo 1-1.
Toledo's taking their time here now on this drive. You wonder if they're trying to run as much clock before they hopefully score as possible to try to leave as little as possible for Nevada.
Nevada's only got 1 timeout left. Here's Guidani taking a shot near side corner. It was in the neighborhood of Cody Thompson, but well out of his reach. 2nd and 15 coming up. Brown on the coverage for Nevada. 3rd down, my apologies.
That's just a miscommunication there between Guidani, who is still an inexperienced quarterback, and Cody Thompson. This is only Guidani's 3rd game as a starting quarterback, so he and Thompson were not on the same page. 3rd and long here again. Do they just hand it off or do something short to try to get better field goal range, or they go for it? That'll be interesting.
Yeah, it will be. On 3rd down, Seymour got some room. Good pickup there from Shaquille Seymour to the 18-yard line. Gabe Sewell on the tackle for Nevada. So here we go now, 3rd down. The 4th down coming up after that 3rd down run. What do?
Well, on the 3rd down run, if you're going to run the ball on 3rd and long like that, usually you think you're trying to get in better position for the field goal. They still have the offense out there. It looks like Jason Candle's going to go.
Does.
This I don't agree with. You have a great kicker. I say kick the field goal, go up 2 scores, and I think they're just going to end up calling timeout here. I think he's just keeping the guys out there and going to end up calling timeout.
Yeah.
let the clock wind down, give Nevada as little time as possible, then they'll kick it.
Yeah, play clock coming down to 5 now. And that's what they're going to do as Candle burns his final timeout. Pun intended, by the way.
I was just going to say,
yeah.
Candle burns.
Yeah.
You knew you were going to say that this week.
I had a feeling.
As Candle burns his timeout. That's amazing.
So 2:19 to go, 4th and 4. So you're on the bus that says kick the field goal here.
1,000%. You have a terrific kicker in Jamison Vest. And the chance to go up 2 scores, you got to do that. I mean, you get a chance to go up 10 points. This should be an easy chip shot field goal for Vest. If anything, the wind is behind him.
Yeah.
You get a chance to go up 2 scores in any game, you have to do it. This is the right call.
Well, Vest coming in.
As long as he makes it.
Sorry, Ross, coming into the game, 66.7 on the season.
You don't see a lot of kickers with long hair like that.
That's some solid flow right there.
Flowing locks.
His career numbers, 75%. This will be a 35-yard attempt for Jamison Vest to try to make it a 10-point game for the Rockets. And Vest, he pushed it. He pushed it. So it remains a 7-point Toledo lead with 2:14 to go until halftime. Nevada's got 1 timeout left.
Wow, that's a big miss right there. You're counting on your kicker to be able to make a kick from right there to go up by 2 scores.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Didn't get it done. So Nevada will come out. Let's keep in mind, they won the toss at the outset of the game. They deferred, so they will get the football to begin the 3rd quarter. And there's Vest on the sideline. Teammates saying, we got you next time, and shake it off. So from the 20-yard line, let's see what Ty Ganji and the Wolfpack offense can put together here.
False start.
Yes. Romeo Dubs.
False start. Number 7, offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 1st down.
Romeo Dubs, the outside receiver, the true freshman, got started a little too early. Going against a senior stud like Kadar Holman. That's a fun matchup. Holman might teach him a thing or two today. Look at Holman just totally focused.
Angie gave it off to Kelton Moore. Not much doing there. Tackle made by Hines. Mentioned when they got the ball. We'll mention it again. Nevada's only got 1 timeout left.
They're really taking their time here.
They are.
I don't really like this.
No.
I mean, you've been able to move the ball pretty effectively. I don't know why they're taking so much time.
Well, let's see what they do here. Ganji taking a shot, wanted to, far sideline. Another flag back at the 8-yard line.
Dubs ran what they call a fade stop there, and Ganji thought he was going to keep running the fade. The fade is a 9 route. It's a fly route. Just running straight down the field as fast as you can.
Holding. Number 65, offense. Half the distance to the goal line. Replay 2nd down.
So Aaron Frost, the guilty one there, with 1:44 remaining here in this 1st half.
Well, I would decline that if I'm Toledo.
After further consideration, Toledo has elected to decline the penalty. 3rd down.
There you go.
Piped into the sideline.
I like it. I like it. Going right to Jason Candle's headset.
Yeah.
But you're bringing up 3rd and 15 already. It was an incomplete pass, and you got a great chance to get the ball back in good field position. You don't want to give them another down to run clock because you don't have any timeouts left.
Aaron Frost out of the game. So Davis has checked in for him.
Yeah, I would expect this to be conservative here because remember, Toledo doesn't have another timeout. So if you're in Nevada, you want to try to run clock here.
Yeah. 3rd and 15. Ganji flings it out there. The receiver, though, was in the white.
Wow.
He was in the white in the sideline for a good 5, 6, 7 yards. Hines some pressure there on Ganji, and it forces a punting situation. So Toledo, with plenty of time, they get the ball back and a timeout to work with. They should get good field position, too.
I don't like that call right there by Jay Norville's team, Matt Mumme, the offensive coordinator, at all. I mean, 3rd and 15, the likelihood that you get it is not real high, and then you don't run any time off the clock. Toledo is now going to have great field position and plenty of time.
Here's Conaway. That one, they got a piece of that one. That almost got one of the referees. Man, the special teams. There's a flag down back inside of the 5. Special teams has been an adventure for both teams really all day.
And the punter, Conaway, is really limping.
Yeah. There's the laundry.
There is no foul for running into the kicker. The ball was tipped.
So they'll pick that laundry up. And with 1:31 to go, Ross, it'll be 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Let's look back, though, at the punt by Conaway first.
This is the second time they've gotten a piece of a punt in the first half. You'll see Toledo came with a rush. They brought everybody.
Oh, they did.
It's hard to see who got a piece of that. Maybe Reggie Gilliam, number 14, the tight end.
Desmond Phillips in there again. He had the punt block on the Gilliam 9-yard return on the block. Kovacs in there helping out on the special teams as well. So here's Guadani, Mitch Guadani, trying to get something going. Got a man wide open and underthrew him. Underthrew him. Bryce Mitchell, the intended target over there on the far sideline.
Trying to throw it into the hole of that zone coverage right there. He actually was a little late with the throw, so he tried to slow him down. The receiver not able to adjust fast enough. Didn't want to throw the ball all the way into the safety. Wanted to hit him while he was in that void in the zone.
2nd and 10. Tompkins in the backfield along with the quarterback, Mitch Guadani. Guadani, dangerous play there, nearly intercepted. Looking there again for Mitchell. Daniel Brown, who's had an active first half, thought he had a pick.
Outstanding coverage by Brown. He was all over that. And this time he doesn't get interference. Oh, wow. That was really close to being a pick 6. Guadani got away with one there.
Rockets 2 of 6 on 3rd down to this point. On the ground. Good work here from Tompkins. Tompkins has got it.
3rd and 10, and
27.
you run for a first down. Remember, college football, the clock stops until they set the chains. So still plenty of time here for the Rockets.
Plenty of time indeed. Guadani back to the air, dumps it off to Tompkins. Clock will move here. Toledo, no timeouts.
Now you got to hurry a little bit because you don't want to spike it. You want to actually be able to run plays.
Gabe Sewell making that last stop. Tompkins again. Cuts back, and the Wolfpack defense, 3 of them swarm to the football. Corey Rush leading the charge, big 99 in there.
Well, I don't know about the handoff there. That's a play that they can run quickly. Probably just a one-name play call.
Yeah.
Like Rockets, everybody knows what it is, just inside zone to the right, but now they're running a lot of time off the clock.
Another 3rd and long here. Guadani on the run. He's got all kinds of green in front of him. Guadani still on his feet, got a block, and he's going to take it in. Mitch Guadani, 3rd down and 10. Houses one from 27 yards. He can get you with his arm and his legs, but there is a flag at the 1.
Late flag,
Late flag with 17 seconds remaining.
It was almost when Guadani was celebrating when that flag was thrown.
Yeah.
Guadani is such a threat with his legs.
Is he ever?
His legs make a big difference. Oh.
So Kevin Boykman, our referee, there's Mitch Guadani.
The result of the play is a touchdown. After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 3, offense.
That's on
Penalty will be
Deontay
enforced
Johnson.
on the kickoff. The try will be played from the 3-yard line.
So Guadani, beautiful piece of running by him.
He's got great vision.
Really
Ben.
does.
I mean, he really sees it well. He sets up his blocks and makes guys miss. He is a special runner at the quarterback position.
4 rushes, 68 yards, and a touchdown for Mitch Guadani, his first career rushing touchdown. And Jamison Vest back on after he missed that field goal attempt, makes it 35-21. With 17 seconds remaining until the halftime break.
And look, 17 seconds. Well, let's take another look at the play first. He feels the pressure. And I'm sitting here thinking right now he better at least get the first down to stop the clock. He got the first down and a whole lot more. Nice block by Thompson at the end. And you can't see on that angle the Deontay Johnson personal foul. We'll see right here. Look at the K at the top of the screen.
Yeah.
Deontay Johnson comes and peels back away from the play, and that's one of the things they're trying to eliminate.
Yeah.
Is what they call unnecessary blocks.
As a result, they back them up to the 20, 15 yards assessed on the kickoff. Mitch Guidani, 68 rushing yards. That was a 6-play, 41-yard drive. Took a minute 14. Capped off by Guidani's first career rushing touchdown of 27 yards. Taken by one of the big boys, one of the up men there, and dropped about the 47-yard line. That was Sam Hammond, the defensive end at 6'5".
Former walk-on. And now they're at midfield after the penalty.
Yeah.
They still have a timeout. So the entire field is open for the Wolfpack.
It is.
McLean Mannix is back in the game, so really they only need to get about 10 to 15 yards to be in range for Ahmed.
And his career long 46 yards earlier this season against Portland State.
But his coach told me he can hit from 56, 57 this way, and he actually made a 62-yarder in practice this week.
All right. There's a pitch and a catch. Henley's got it, trying to get more. Probably should have went out of bounds. Still on his feet and gets out of bounds. Good work by Henley there. Burned up some time. Got 5 seconds now.
And they're going to end up not using the timeout.
Right.
That's okay. I mean, Henley, if he had gotten tackled there, they would have used that timeout. They're going to attempt the field goal here, and this is right where Ahmed was attacked. You know, he was going during pregame warmups.
Yep. 3 of 3 on the season. This will be a 50-yard try for Ramiz Ahmed, the senior out of Las Vegas, product of Bishop Gorman High School and the high school football factory they have. This would be a career long for him from 50. Conaway the holder, and it's not even close. Or is it? And yes, he curved it in there. The trajectory, it cut left hard. And Ahmed puts it through a career-long 50-yarder.
I didn't think it was even going to get there.
Wow.
That thing had legs at the end of it. He was drilling from much further away during pregame, a little different during the game. Watch it hook in the right upright and just over the crossbar. What a kick.
The reacts from Ramiz Ahmed, says, yeah, I'll take it. A 50-yarder, a career long for him. And Nevada gets points as the horn expires here at the Glass Bowl in Toledo. Entertaining to say the least, folks. The MAC against the Mountain West. That's the end of the first half. Great to have you with us here on a busy Saturday of college football. It's 35-24 Toledo at the half.
Who's been able to do it. But really, the story of the first half has been special teams. We promised, Ben, a lot of points.
Yeah, we did.
I don't know that we promised there'd be 3 touchdowns on special teams. That's really been the story of the game so far.
The ultimate reality television. You never know what's going to happen on a college football Saturday, right?
That's the beauty of it. And really, Toledo got the better of special teams, which is why they have the lead right now with both the block punt touchdown and the Deontay Johnson kickoff return for a touchdown.
All right, what do you say we see what the second half brings us, partner? Ross Tucker, my name is Ben Holden. Welcome Ross into the CBS family with his first broadcast with us today. Veteran guy in that department, 7 years the National Football League, and a proud Princeton grad.
I just get excited every time we play the music. You know, the CBS college football music.
Yeah.
Gets me pumped up.
No question about it.
It means it's Saturday, it means it's football, and it means there's an SEC game on at 3:30 as well on CBS.
There is, and it's Texas A&M and Bama this week. This one bouncing into the end zone as Baber was back there. And so Nevada will come out here. What were your takeaways of Nevada's offense? But first, the quarterback comparison. What are your thoughts on that before we go any further?
Throwing the ball, clearly Ganji has had the better of it. A lot to his inside receivers, especially Caleb Fossum. But what you don't see from Guadani there is what he's done on the ground. They both have one rushing touchdown, but Guadani really was able to get the lead for Toledo late in that half with his legs. And we'll see if we see more of that in the second half. I would imagine that we would. When you're that successful running the football, why not?
Came in with 67 yards on the ground. He's eclipsed that already. Is Ganji over the middle, Caleb Fossum. And Fossum has been very good today catching the football. I believe his 8th catch of the day. And Caleb Fossum, a big addition to that wide receiving core. Nevada today without Brendan O'Leary-Orange, a big 6'4" target.
Feels like we're picking up right where we left off. Ganji throwing the ball over the middle. Those are easy throws to Fossum, sometimes Mannix, and those guys have been wide open.
8 catches for 102 for him, and then on the ground, here goes Nevada. It's Kelton Moore, the big boy, still running, but he stepped out of bounds inside of the 24-yard line. First down, Nevada.
Biggest hole of the day, right side of your screen. Tyler Tate, the linebacker, number 17, he's got to get over the top there because there was nobody in the B gap. That's the gap between the guard and tackle. There was no defenders there.
31-yard pickup, and they go again on the ground. Guess who? They fooled everybody. Kelton Moore takes it in. What a drive, a 29-yard touchdown run, and Moore and the Wolfpack come out and take a whopping 45 seconds to score.
This is unbelievable. I mean, it's almost like Toledo didn't know the second half started.
Kind of, yeah.
They ran the same play again. Watch, same play. He bounced it outside this time. Toledo loses contain, and you got a 5'11", 240-pound running back who's not known for his speed waltzing into the end zone.
Absolutely, after a long run of 20 before that. And he gives his team a big touchdown as we begin this third quarter. 3 plays, 75 yards, took 45 seconds. And Kelton Moore capped it off. Takes it in for the touchdown. It's a 4-point game here in Toledo. I mean, come on, man. That's how you start a second half.
And Ben, that's 25 yards of play right there.
Yeah.
You probably didn't know that. 3 plays,
I did know that.
75 yards.
I don't have the Princeton degree, but I did know that.
I like when they make it easy for us like that.
Well,
Kelton Moore.
yeah.
Look at those numbers at the bottom of the screen.
I mean, the drive was Kelton Moore, and you had the one pass from Ganji mixed in there to today his main man, Caleb Fossum, who's having a big day, approaching 10 catches. That was it, and then the rest was all Kelton Moore.
I've been telling everybody this week, prepping for the game, that it would be a high-scoring game in the 30s.
You nailed it.
It's 35-31.
45
seconds into the third quarter.
Yes. So here's the boot, and Deontay Johnson unable to return it. So Toledo, we'll see what the Rockets can do. Can they blast off as well as the Wolfpack did when they came out? And here's a look at Mitch Guadani and his work so far today, Ross.
Yeah, well, early in the game, he threw the deep post to John Vay Johnson for a touchdown coming right into your living room, which was awesome. Later on, Nevada blitz, so he was able to hit Cody Thompson with the quick out. But really, it was his legs that took over late in the second quarter. Watch how well he moves and his vision. Setting up blocks, so from back inside that block by Thompson, he just sees it so well.
Gives it off here to Shaquille Seymour. And about a 1.5 yard pickup there. And there's a quarterback battle in camp between Eli Peters and Guadani. They knew they'd have to replace Woodside when he left, and Guadani won the job. And they're the best of friends. They're roommates. So they stick together.
And what did Candle tell us last night? He said, look, I've never been a guy that needs to have a running quarterback.
Right.
But man, it's nice. It's really nice.
It's a nice luxury, right?
It is a nice thing to have.
Guadani with his first career rushing touchdown in the first half. Now he's looking to throw under pressure, and Nevada's going to take him down. This Nevada defense came into the game with 10 sacks. That was first in the Mountain West, 14th in FBS. And it was Corey Rush in there leading the charge for the Wolfpack.
They have what's called a 3-down front, an odd front, and you'll see them blitz. Watch the coverage here. They're playing zone coverage, and Guadani didn't see anything he liked. He thought maybe he could find a seam and run again, but he wasn't able to. Now he's checking to the receivers to the left.
Now on 3rd down and 13, they need the 35 to convert. Guadani got some room. He's got a ton of room. He's going to get another first down with his legs. Out of bounds, shoved out at the 40-yard line was Mitch Guadani. They'll move the chains, and the young man's got some foot speed.
And he's got it because Art Tompkins, number 33, his running back, did a great job. Watch the right side of your screen. 33, Tompkins going to step up. This is blitz pickup. He cuts down number 7, Gabe Sewell, opens up a huge lane for Guadani.
So for Toledo, that's the 3rd straight 3rd down conversion of 10 or more on the ground. They get it into the hands of the dangerous Deontay Johnson. And he's right near the first down marker where they're going to spot him. They're going to spot him with a first down. They continue to move, and we haven't called his name a whole lot catching the ball today.
He's the top of your screen. He's going to run a little bit of a stop and go and stop again. Double move there. His change of direction. Look at him getting physical at the end of the play, too. His change of direction is exceptional. He's a pro. He's a future pro. Only a junior.
Yeah. Big fan of Stephon Diggs. Antonio Brown, he said, are his guys he likes to watch. This is Art Tompkins' right side. A short pickup there around that right end. And a big touchdown catch did Johnson last week, 40-yarder.
It's kind of weird because you almost feel like it's been a relatively quiet day so far for Deontay Johnson, yet Toledo has 35 points.
And yet he's taken a kickback 98 yards.
Yep.
But from the skill spot he plays in the offense, not a whole lot from him to this point, but a lot of ball game left here. Guadani. Flush trying to throw on the run. Does catch made. Beautiful job. And right on cue, it's Deontay Johnson. Again, great job by Guadani there.
Guadani looking downfield even while he's under duress. He got a good block again. Watch middle of your screen, 33. Good job by Tompkins on the pickup. I thought Guadani was just going to throw it away here.
Yeah.
But was able to lead Deontay Johnson back into the field of play. That's so well done by Mitchell Guadani.
A lot of talented wide receivers on this Toledo team. Trying to spread the ball around, but you got to find the open guy. Guadani, look at him. Nice pickup, about 8.5 on that run.
Little option to the wide side of the field. Guadani tucks it away and even gets a couple more yards after he gets hit there by Nephi Sewell, the younger brother of Gabe Sewell.
Yeah. What a family they are. Very talented football family, the Sewell family is. On 2nd and a yard. Guadani looking, got a man, easy pitch and catch, touchdown, Deontay Johnson. Wind him up. The Rockets blast off for a 26-yard pitch and catch, and they've got a 10-point lead back.
Play action passes can be deadly, especially when you have a receiver like Johnson. Put it in the belly, pull it, it's a deep post again. Guadani does such a nice job throwing a catchable ball, leading Johnson, who was wide open.
And Vest does his work, 42-31. Toledo takes that lead to the break. Beautiful pitch and catch here, Ross.
When you have a guy like Johnson, sometimes you just send him deep and you get 6.
3 grabs, 49 yards, a touchdown on that drive. His 99th career catch on the touchdown, Ross.
This is why, Ben, play action so successful. You see Nephi Sewell right there, and he's the safety to that side. But he bites, and so when Deontay Johnson runs the deep post behind him, he's nowhere to be seen. Sewell bites, Deontay Johnson runs the deep post. You see the corner turn around right away, Robbins, is saying, Where were you, man? I need you. I need you in the middle of the field. Nephi Sewell was stepping up for the run. That's why play action can be so deadly.
Numbers on Johnson, stretching him out down there. Looks like on the sideline down below us. Vest puts the right foot into it. From the 5. Across the 25, good return across the 30-yard line. Goes Baber. So good run back. That's actually Jackson Kincaid, 2 number 5s. Those duplicate numbers. But that's Kincaid, one of the running backs. So Nevada gets it back now.
They got a hold serve.
They took a hold serve. They took a whopping 45 seconds to begin the quarter to score. As Ty Ganji comes back on with this offense. Ganji gives it off. Big hole up the middle. Break it away. This one's going to be a touchdown run. 45 seconds. That was nothing. A 69-yard run by Toa Tua.
I have never seen anything like this in my entire life. We're going to have 80 points with 25 minutes to go. Everybody watching right now, text or call everybody you know and tell them to tune in to CBS Sports Network right now, because this is bananas. A wide open hole right in the middle again. And we said earlier, Tawa is the explosive back. Wow.
That was explosive. Toa Tawa takes one in. His longest run of the year was 31 in the first half, but now 66 officially on this one.
It's an inside trap play, and the Frost, the true freshman, got a good block on the linebacker that overran it. Tawa, that's probably the longest and easiest run he's had since high school. It's definitely the longest because it's by far the longest run for them of the season.
So there's Vi Tawa, the hat and the headset on. He's a member of their staff, helps out in recruiting.
He was hired last year to come back to Nevada, where he had such a successful career. I joked with him, I said, they only hired you back because they want to make sure your brother came here.
Yeah, right.
He said, yeah, probably.
Well, it's interesting.
Laughing.
It's interesting. When Jay Norvell was hired, he waited. He went to the press conference and approached and said, look, I just want to be on the staff. It meant that much to, playing at whatever school you play at. You want to give back to that program, that school, and basically went to the press conference and said, Coach, I want a job. Here is the dangerous Deontay Johnson from the goal line. Already took one back 98 yards. Ooh. Takes a heavy shot. Ooh. Shy of the 30-yard line. No fear, and Deontay Johnson there hops right back up. Lucas Weber rocked him.
Wow, that was a very violent collision. Lucas Weber, the former walk-on running back, who now starts at linebacker.
Yep.
He's got a unique story too. His dad was a world champion skier.
Franz
Weber.
Moved the family to Reno, and that's where Lucas and his family reside. The hometown product. They're proud of their Wolfpack, just like they are the Rockets here in the city of Toledo. Jason Candle saying to us last night, he said, hey, we got a city attached. Our name is that we represent the city.
Yeah.
That means a lot. And for Nevada, yes, there are other programs in the state of Nevada, but in Reno, that is the show, Nevada. So here goes Toledo. So how about this, Ross? So 2 drives for Nevada. They've spent 55 seconds and scored 2 touchdowns. 3:49 in the last drive for Toledo when they countered. 8 plays and 75 yards and a 26-yard touchdown to Deontay Johnson. Guadani running for another first down, just easily trots out of bounds into the Nevada bench area. I'll move the chains. So Guadani, 10 of 18, 126 through the air, 3 touchdowns. 7 of 15 for 77 yards and 2 scores through the air in the first half. And on that last drive, 3 for 49 and the touchdown.
Nevada's going to have to just make Quidani try to beat him from the pocket.
You think?
Because when they try to rush, they're creating too many seams.
Here is Kobach. Great pursuit to the football right there by Nevada.
That's one of the things we talked about with their defensive coordinator, Jeff Castillo. You could see that last week against Oregon State. Watch all of the white jerseys. Kobach bound, watch all the white jerseys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They run to the football. And their defensive coordinator, Jeff Castillo, was so happy when we gave him that compliment, because that's what you want as a defensive coordinator. You want your guys flying around.
So Flint on to punt it away. Fair catch called for. That nearly hit a Toledo guy again. Cody Thompson got hit with a punt in the first half. And smartly fell on that one. So breaking the action nearly halfway through this third quarter. 8:17 remaining in it. Toledo on top of Nevada. Check their local listings for the game in your area. Kickoff Sunday with the NFL Today presented by Jeep at 12 Eastern. Pretty good trio there, isn't it?
Yeah, you're not kidding. Who would have thought, by the way, 5 years ago that we'd be talking about the battle for LA?
No kidding, right?
And it'd be Chargers and the Rams. You know, the Rams have a terrific offense, but the Chargers have a pretty darn good offense too. There could be a lot of points in that one.
Yeah. So here's Nevada with the football for the third time here in the half. And Kelton Moore with a football. Beg your pardon. Jackson Kincaid with the football. 42-38 Toledo. So Nevada, prior to that play, that first down play, 4 plays in 55 seconds.
Kelton Moore
and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, Kelton Moore and Toa Taua just had 2 long touchdowns. Maybe they want to give another running back a chance to do it.
Here is Ganji. Flings it out left side and into the bench area. Intended target was Dubs over there, Romeo Dubs. So 3rd and 9 upcoming for Ty Ganji and the Wolfpack.
8 scoring drives under 2 minutes, 5 under 1 minute. Is it even a drive if it's under a minute, or is it a?
I mean, technically.
Is it a jaunt? I don't know. It's a short drive. Yeah, short drive. They could have just walked. They didn't need to get in the car. It's a short drive.
Yeah, really. So 3rd and 9. Ganji going for it, trying to go over the top, looking for Mannix. Double coverage came over. They helped out on it. And Ganji was under some duress there. 4th down. The punt group comes on for the Wolfpack.
He wanted to try to throw the ball to Mannix, but you can see Willie Ross beat the true freshman Frost again and gave Ganji a big-time shot. What's the old saying, Ben, that for every true freshman you start, you're going to lose a game that year?
I've heard that.
Nevada's playing a bunch of them. And Frost has hurt them at times today.
Conaway gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 44-yard line. Deontay Johnson back there returning the punt, fielding it. 7:22 to play in the third. Toledo being road trip facts. The Glass Bowl, originally called University Stadium when it first opened back in 1937. Back then, Ross, it cost $313,000, had a seating capacity of 8,000. Following World War II, the stadium was renovated with many glass elements, and hence the stadium renamed the Glass Bowl. Of course, they make a lot of glass in this city as well. In 1990, the Glass Bowl renovated again with an additional 2nd level added. Stadium currently seats 28,038. Good turnout here today for Toledo. They love their rocket football here in Toledo.
They absolutely do, and they should, with the success this program's had. 6 of the last 7 years, they've had 9+ wins.
Yeah, they've had a very good history of winning here with this program in the Mid-American Conference, and they've had some big wins over non-conference foes in their history as well. Malik Reed on the tackle there. So do you think we're going to see a sustained drive in the rest of this game from either team, partner, or not?
Yes, I'm going to say at some point there will be a sustained drive, but it's been remarkable. It really has been big plays, quick strikes, or 3 and out. There really hasn't been anything in between.
Gain of 4 on first down for Toledo. Their average starting field position, their own 46-yard line. Guidani, they're going to get him. Good job, backside pressure got him. Adam Lopez in there along with Dom Peterson to take him down.
Really one of the first times you see Lopez there, big 91. He's a 300-pounder as well. Guidani thought that he had some room to run. You'll see Lopez, 91, working against the left tackle Campbell, and he's athletic enough to get off of Bell and make the play. That's a really important play by Lopez, set up 3rd and long.
Rockets 5 of 10, batting .500 on 3rd down so far today. They need 9. Guidani, nobody open. Now rolls, still looking. Trying to get away. Reed, chipped there by Seymour. Now flings one up there, and it was Cody Thompson, the intended target. He's tall, but he couldn't get that one, and a tough play they can't come up with.
Guidani missed John Vay Johnson. Watch the bottom of your screen.
All right.
There's a quick post here after the corner blitz. He's open.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's the play before. Yeah, that's the play before.
Yeah, that was.
Where Lopez got him.
Yep.
But on that play, on 3rd down, John Vay Johnson was wide open on the slant. Guidani just didn't see him. I think Candle's telling him that right now.
5th punt of the day. Flynn averaging close to 46 a punt. Dubs back there is swarmed quickly. Very nice job on the punt coverage team. They get him down at the 10-yard line. We'll take a break. Inside of 6 to play in the 3rd. Toledo by 4. In the Glass Bowl, Toledo pinning Nevada deep in their own territory, but a good piece of running right there. They get some breathing room out to the 21. Toa the carry, and let's now take a look at our AP poll powered by Ram Trucks. It's not the AP top 10, it's the top 11, kind of like Spinal Tap.
Right, and how about Penn State last night? And they were losing 24-21 the 3rd quarter. How about 42 unanswered points to close out the Illini?
No problem. James Franklin dialed it up a little bit. This one out of the reach there looked like Fossum, the intended target. Yeah, big win for them. And
so Ben, I'm a big believer in if something's working, keep doing it until they stop it.
Same page with it.
And whether it's Tawa or more, but especially Tawa, the Nevada offensive line is blocked so well here in the 2nd half. I don't know why they go away from that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. They've had good success.
They got a 5-man box here is ideal to run into.
And they do, but getting through there on Toa was that defensive front. They come up, make another big play there. Reggie Howard in there along with Willie Ross.
Well, Reggie Howard was able to defeat the block on the backside from Jake Nelson.
He's an NFL guy, right? Howard, you think?
He is in terms of physical ability, but the consistency is not always there. So he's a guy that'll get a chance, but he's going to have to show consistency when he gets in camp.
All right. Nevada 3 of 11 on 3rd down. They need a dozen here. Ganji, pocket collapsing, gets it away into the hands of Henley, and Toledo getting to the ball. There's about 5 Toledo defenders over there. Back behind the play. Defensive lineman for Toledo lost his helmet. He gathers that. And let's look back, Ross.
Best series in a while for the Toledo defense. You'll see the pressure comes in, and Ganji just wants to get rid of it because Howard's pressing the pocket again. Ganji really did well just being able to get the ball out at all.
Yeah.
With that pressure there. Howard is turning it up.
Reggie Howard, the one that lost his helmet there. He has played very well here in the 2nd half, really all day. And Nevada will down this in the neighborhood of the 32, 33-yard lines, where they're going to spot it down officially. With 3:57 remaining in the 3rd quarter. And a 4-point lead for Toledo.
So things have slowed down now a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, we had it
on
rolling.
a frantic pace now.
We haven't had a score in 6 minutes.
So how about that? First 3 drives for these 2 teams. 3 touchdowns. Last 4 punts.
Number 3 is leaving the game for not wearing his knee pads correctly.
First time I've seen that. Now 5 games this season. That's on Deontay Johnson for that rule change they made about having those pads over the knees. So
usually they'll tell the player first.
Maybe they did.
And give him a chance, and if he still doesn't do it, then they'll send him off.
Thompson, the motion man. Guadani, pressure coming, blitz! He got hit from behind as he threw, and coming off the corner there and taking down Guadani in prime fashion was Justin Brent.
Ruling on the field is an incomplete forward pass. Second down.
I'm not sure that was forward. Let's see where he throws the ball. Jay Norville and the Nevada coaches are screaming that that was not a forward pass. It actually went backwards. They feel like it's a lateral.
I believe you're right.
The ruling on the field of a forward incomplete pass is under further review.
Good call by you, Ross. John Sullivan now will decide the fate of that play with 3:52 remaining in the third quarter.
It's a huge play from a
is.
field position standpoint. We'll see. You see Guadani, he's going to get hit backside pressure. He throws it right there from the 25-yard line. So he was on the 25 when he threw the football.
Yes.
And we'll take another look to see where the ball actually goes out of bounds.
So the call on the field was an incomplete pass.
And the side judge to that side stood on the 24. So you see the ball come in. And they'll look at where he threw the ball from and where the ball went.
This will be a good look.
Yeah, this will be a good angle here.
Yep, here we go.
So Guadani's at the 25, maybe 24 and a half.
That went back.
And the ball goes out at the 24.
Yeah. So referee Kevin Voigtman on that headset.
That's a backward pass in my mind.
I agree with you. Based on that look, clearly was from what we saw. John Sullivan, our replay official today. Nick Daniel, the communicator, who's on the headset with our referee Kevin Voigtman. Jay Norvell there with a visor on. His guy's trying to get a win here on the road.
Again, we're taking a look at where the ball is. That's what matters. Where's the ball? So where the ball is when Guadani throws it, not his feet, not his body, where the ball was when he released it out of his hands, and then where the ball went.
Call on the field was an incomplete pass.
Taking a lot of time with this one again.
They are.
Which usually means they're going to overturn it.
Yep. And this one, we both feel should be overturned, right? We're on the same page on that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it should be a lateral, backward pass.
Yeah,
and the fact that they're writing stuff down and talking usually means they're changing what the call on the field was.
Right.
We saw that right away.
Still no decision. Call on the field was an incomplete forward pass. Toledo defense. Both defenses here, the last couple defensive series for the respective teams have stepped up. And the headsets come off of Voigtman. Let's go down to the field for the verdict.
After further review, the ball was loose before the quarterback's hand started moving forward. Therefore, by rule, it is a fumble out of bounds. The ball will be placed at the 24-yard line. It will be second down.
So there's the word.
There you go. And it's the same either way, right? It's either you can say he fumbled or you can say it's a backward pass lateral, but the end result's the same, which is that they have a major loss of yardage there.
Yep.
8 yards here on second down.
2nd and 18 upcoming now. 4-point lead for Toledo. Mitch Guadani changing things up at the line. 97 yards on the ground for Guadani so far today. Takes a look, looks left, comes this way. He's got Thompson, makes the grab, trying to spin free, and good pick up there. Makes it a much more manageable attempt to convert this third down. They'll need 4 yards to try to get the first down to the 42-yard line. Will Toledo. They're going to go fast here. Guadani, some room, makes a move, made one miss, and he's got another first down. So Mitch Guadani slides in there safely.
The ruling of the field is that the runner was down before losing possession of the ball. Result of the play was a first down.
I mean, how many times have they done this
Well,
on
and they had a guy for him this time, Ben.
Yeah.
Gabe Sewell, number 7, is spying him. Watch number 7.
Yeah,
he
saw him.
steps up. That's his guy. But Guadani's able to shake him out of his shoes right there. They had him accounted for, but Guadani's a better athlete in space than Sewell is.
Yeah, he certainly was there. First down, Toledo. Mitch Guadani standing, bouncing, throws it over the middle, dumps it off, and the catch made. First down. It's into the hands of Art Tompkins, the junior out of Pittsburgh, PA. Rockets getting her cranked up here on this drive now.
Going up tempo again.
Deontay Johnson, saw him on the sidelines.
He has not been back out there
since that.
Since the big hit he took from Weber on the kickoff return.
Yeah, Tompkins the carry there. Yeah, I was thinking the same
We
exact
have
thing.
not seen Deontay Johnson back out there since then.
Yep.
And that was a big-time helmet-to-helmet hit.
No doubt about it. Very talented young man.
He's got his helmet on.
He does. Here's Guadani now. Guadani wide open is Tompkins. Tompkins dangerous in space and forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. So the Rockets continuing to march down the field, pick up a 21 there.
Coaches for both these teams are going to be very frustrated when they watch this tape. This is a drop coverage. There's nobody there. I mean, when he catches it, there's nobody within 5 yards of him. They just had a mental mistake.
Can't have him, especially at this juncture of the game. This will be the 7th play of the drive. It's one of the longer drives of the half. A little over 2 minutes. 95 seconds to play in this third quarter. Guadani fakes it. Now fires, caught, touchdown! A bullet, 20-yard touchdown, and Cody Thompson has his second receiving score of the day, the 23rd in his career, and the Rockets back up by 10.
Both teams have had success throwing that post to the inside receiver from a multiple receiver set to that side. You're really trying to put the safety in a bind, and no matter which guy he takes, you want to make sure he can't be right.
Jamison Vest tacks on 2 balls for touchdowns today. And it's an 11-point lead for Toledo. With a minute 27 to play in the third quarter. So fair catch called for. A new rule this season.
Game calls for a fair catch.
And fair catch it
After
inside.
the fair catch on the kickoff, the ball will be placed at the 25-yard line. First down.
Yep. Fair catch it. Put it at the 25. Here's the playback.
Ben, take a look right here at number 23, Jamon Dotson. They're going to put him in a very tough spot because Thompson runs the post. You'll see a wheel route by the inside receiver, and Dotson gets put in a bind here. Really, both guys were open. I mean, Guadani could have thrown it to either guy if he wanted to. The wheel route by the inside receiver, which is really, if you've heard people say wheel route, you don't know what it means. It's just an out and up. What you used to run in the backyard with your buddies, an out and up.
I used to love doing that in the mud. On the ground, it's Toa Tawa. And he's going to lose at least a yard.
Did you play a lot of snow football growing up?
Well, in Michigan, yeah, you probably did too, right?
Love snow football.
Yeah, there's nothing better, man.
Because when you tackle somebody, then you kind of smash their face in the snow a little bit. That's the incentive.
The face mask full of snow. I've been there. Been on the receiving and the giving end of that back in my youth. Under a minute to go in the third quarter now. Nevada trying to counter. And it's Toa Tua again. You said it, Ross. Why not go back to him? It's worked. And the young man continues to impress. A 26-yard run.
This is the same play they ran twice on the scoring drive, the second drive. Watch, it's just an inside zone scheme to the left side, and Toledo is losing that gap. They are losing the gap between the left tackle and the left guard. They're sealing the defensive tackle in, kicking the defensive end out, and there's just a huge hole.
Ganji dumps it off. Devontae Lee, tough running. He is tough to bring down, is Devontae Lee, a young man who was the Max Preps Player of the Year in Oklahoma last year, under-recruited somehow. Nevada's happy to have him.
Jay Norville spent so much time in Oklahoma with the Sooners that he knows the high schools. He knows if a guy can play or not from Oklahoma.
He's from John Marshall High School, by the way. That's 3, by the way, that I've mentioned now that aren't from Michigan. That's the end of the third quarter. And we head to the fourth quarter. Toledo on top by 11. That's the end of 3. Rockets 49. Wolfpack of Nevada 38. Great to have you with us. You're watching college football on CBS Sports Network. Grabs your eyes the most from this graphic?
Well, how about at the bottom? Mitch Guadani, 5 touchdowns. We got a whole quarter to play. Who knows how many he'll have by the end of this game.
That is our Chick-fil-A game summary. That is Ross Tucker. Great to be with Ross today. My name is Ben Holden. All of our crew appreciate all they do for us. Could not do it without them. Fourth quarter, here we go. Nevada trying to put together a drive here. Trailing by 11. First play of the fourth. Ganji flinging one out there to Fossum. Too much and incomplete. Tyson Anderson on the coverage. So you were talking about Toa Tua earlier. So he's got 148 yards rushing today, had 161 coming in. He's averaging 12.3 per carry, 12 for 148 and 2.
Which is why they threw the ball there, because I think they are confident with 2 downs here, they can get a couple yards with Tua.
3 of 12 they are on third down, the Wolfpack. Tua, they fake it to him, now they get it to Mannix. Mannix has got it, wrestled down by Khalil Robinson. And a first down conversion for Nevada.
Really like that decision by Ganji there. That was an RPO, a run-pass option. He had the option to give the ball to Tua, but because of the way Toledo was playing it, he chose the option of passing it to the outside receiver Mannix on a little bubble screen.
Gets rid of it off the hands of McLean Mannix. Got a great name. It's like a movie star name, isn't it?
You don't see that very often right there.
No,
McLean Mannix dropping a pass.
All kidding aside, you're right.
And it's time to go back to the well that is Toa Tua.
Yes.
I mean, they really haven't been able to stop it for the most part, especially that inside zone scheme to the left side, to the weak side.
No, not averaging 12.3 a carry. They give it to him. Well, they get him there. They stop him that time. As first in there was Olekama. Good work there, clogging up. Brings up another third down. This one's going to be a 3rd and long.
Good job there by Toledo to close it down on the backside. So here's the deal, Ben.
What do you got?
They're at the 35-yard line.
Yep.
I don't know, and I don't think that they would attempt a 52-yard field goal here with Ahmed. So this is 4-down territory. They got 2 downs to get this.
He did kick a 50-yarder in the first half that didn't look like it had a chance, but the wind pushed it. This one incomplete. And in the neighborhood down there was Dubs. Childress putting the heat on Ganji, though.
Nice job here by Childress, 93. He's a nose tackle to get up there. And they saw enough with Ahmed in pregame warmups and the one he hit at the end of the half that they're going to give him this opportunity since they didn't get any yards on 3rd down.
Yeah.
Since it's 4th and long, they're going to give him another chance. His coach told me he's good from 56 or 57. We're about to find out.
We are.
He's good from 52 and a half.
Exactly. His career long was 46 against Portland State. He broke that, as Ross said, at the end of the half with a 50-yarder. This one from 52, no good. No good. So 13:44 to go in the fourth. No good on the field goal attempt. It remains an 11-point lead for Toledo. The flags of the Mid-American Conference. We'll have a lot of Mid-American Conference action coming your way the rest of the college football season. There's Deontay Johnson back in the game now, Ross.
That's a good sign, really good sign. And Toledo has a chance to finally take control of this game.
Yeah.
Up 11, 13 minutes and change left. They can get another score here, especially if they can take some time off the clock in doing so.
A sustained drive that we referenced earlier. Is that possible from these two teams? This is Shaquille Seymour on the ground. Good pickup there of 5 on first down.
He's a unique runner, is Seymour, because it doesn't look like he's running real fast. He's kind of a glider, a 220-pound glider.
Product of Cleveland, Ohio. 6.1 a carry a season ago. Now Guadani feeling the heat, got out of there, still with it, and slides in safely about the 46-yard line. Now they're going to mark him back about the 45. Looks like he's going to be, depending on the spot where they're going to put him down. That's a first down then, where they spotted that ball.
You know, the interesting thing, Ben, is Toledo's so used to the up-tempo that they never really are in this situation where they're trying to play slow, if you will.
It's not really in their DNA, is it?
No, they haven't shown so far this year yet that they can do it, but they also haven't been in that position. This is a unique opportunity for them.
Right. Last week they had to get away from things. Miami got on them and flagged down at the 48-yard line.
Well, you're not trying to go slow when you go to an empty set.
No.
So even though they were not in a hurry up there, they're still trying to pour it on.
Holding. Number 6, defense. 10-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
So that's on Nephi Sewell. That'll move it to the 45 of Nevada.
Look at the left side of the screen, you'll see Sewell was covering Gilliam, the tight end. Just the very tail end of it there, you can see Gilliam calling for the flag.
Here's Guadani, gets rid of it in a hurry. Deontay Johnson trying to break free. Deontay Johnson, big play, chunk play, first down Rockets. He is fun to watch. He's got me holding my breath every time he gets the ball. He always has.
I was just going to say that. It's funny. Jason Candle, the head coach, told us last night, you know, you can get addicted to the big play because it happens so often for them. He wanted to be able to sustain some drives, but when you have some of the guys like this, like Deontay Johnson, you got to be tempted to give him the ball as much as possible.
18-yard pickup. Johnson up top of your screen.
Another empty set, automatic blitz here by the Wolfpack.
Guadani with it, and Mitch Guadani over 100 rushing yards today. Gets it over the 20 to the 19. He's the first quarterback here at Toledo to rush for over 100 since Aaron Opelt did it in 2009. He had 109 that day against Colorado, and there's an injured Nevada player down on the field. That is the reason for the clock stoppage, as they tend to him.
Not a lot of good wrap-up tackling there. A bunch of guys just taking shots at the quarterback, but not really wrapping him up. It's Nephi Sewell.
It is Nephi, yes. And they help him off. Jay Norvell is head coach there. Concerned, obviously, about one of his guys. Concerned about all of his guys. And Sewell gets some much-needed medical attention.
Norvell was a all-Big Ten defensive back at Iowa. He was on that 85 team that went to the Rose Bowl, so he knows a little something about defensive backs having to step up and make tackles.
And wide receivers, too. He's coached a bunch of good ones. In fact, he wrote a book about wide receivers. And now
Look out.
a little trick play coming. They're going to throw it into the corner. Touchdown! Desmond Phillips. He threw it. Cody Thompson on the receiving end. And Jason Candle goes into the bag of tricks, and they come up with that one. And the Rockets have put a 55 spot on the scoreboard with that.
You could tell as soon as Phillips started to bubble it. As soon as he gets some depth there, you know he's throwing it. And that's a beautiful left-handed pass there by a 5'10", 185-pound receiver.
Beautiful throw from Phillips. 56-38. As the Rockets take one in for the score, they're up big here early in the fourth. 56-38. Toledo on top of the Wolfpack of Nevada. Cody Thompson with a hat trick of touchdowns today. 24 career receiving touchdowns. He is one back of the school record held by Lance Moore and Eric Page. Let's look back, Ross, at how he just caught his third of the day.
Well, he did a great job right there in the slot of bluffing on the block and then running right past the safety Rufus, trying to watch, fake, go! Right when Rufus was about to attack the block for the end around, Thompson runs right by him. You know, football is about big, strong, fast guys, but it's also about deception.
Yeah.
And Thompson did a great job there of deceiving Rufus.
Desmond Phillips was a dual threat quarterback out of Jackson High School in Miami, Florida. He looked like it there, didn't he?
Absolutely.
Coming up next when we're done right here on CBS Sports Network. Number 13, Virginia Tech. The Hokies look to remain dominant on defense with an in-state matchup against the Old Dominion Monarchs, followed by NC State taking on Marshall. And then the nightcap, more action is Eastern Michigan out in San Diego to take on Rocky Long and his Aztecs. Coming up at 3:37, the kickoff set for Carter Blackburn, Aaron Taylor, and our good friend John Schriffen on the call. That one, when we're done here, we'll get it to them as soon as we possibly can.
That's a strategic game for Virginia Tech, playing at Old Dominion in the Tidewater region of Virginia, where they get a lot of their talent.
Looking for Mannix was Ganji. Flag comes in way from the back. So Ganji in this Nevada offense, you got a ton of time left, but they need to put something together here.
The irony is their quick strike offense has been mainly when they've done it on the ground.
Yeah, it really is.
It's been big runs on the ground.
Pass interference, number 3, offense. 15-yard penalty. Replay first down. Correction, the foul is half the distance to the goal line.
So we've got that sorted out, and they're going to back him up.
It's a big penalty.
It really is.
Wow.
Spot him at the 13-yard line. So first and a mile, they need the 35 as Kelton Moore's in the game. To the left of Ty Ganji. Ganji looking to put it up, flings one man wide open, caught. Caleb Fossum forced on at the 30-yard line. Good looking throw there from Ty Ganji, but there is another flag at the 12.
Just a traction.
Kind of a sloppy game.
Offside, number 95, defense. The penalty is declined. Second down.
So Willie Ross Jr. guilty there. Second down now from the 29-yard line for Ganji. Quick throw, it's a first down. They should give him the progress. They will at the 36. As it was Caleb Fossum there on the grab.
10th catch now for Caleb Fossum. Going back to the Fossum well. They haven't gone back to Fossum. It's been a little while.
Yeah.
I would expect a lot of number 3 and number 1, the inside receivers for Nevada. Look at both sides, those inside receivers. That's who Ganji looks at more often than not.
Those 10 catches, 121 yards for Fossum. Ganji under pressure and just threw that one away. Reggie Howard applying the pressure. Reggie Howard's been all over the place today.
He really has. They did a nice job on the inside receivers there, because that is who Ganji was looking for. See what he sees, they're not open.
Yeah.
He's trying to buy time, and that's a good decision by Ganji. Sometimes throwing the ball away is the best play. It looks bad on your stats, but it's the right play to make.
Right. Better than the vaunted turnover, right? On the ground, spinning away. Gonna spot him down just shy of the 41-yard line. Kelton Moore the carry. He's had a productive day. And Toa have 3rd and 6 upcoming here for the Wolfpack.
You got 2 downs here to make 6.
Right.
I know there's 10 minutes left, but you're down 3 scores. So you need to look at this like we've got 2 downs to get the first down.
Nevada's only converted 4 third downs in the game. 14th attempt, got a man wide open. They're going to convert this one. He dropped it right into the bucket there. McLean Mannix, first down, Wolfpack.
We said either number 1 or number 3. He's in the bunch set. He's going to run a deep flag route. The old 7 pattern there. Going for the pylon if you get near the end zone. And that was a really nice pitch and catch there by Ganji.
Well, it was a gain of 27.
7 route for 27.
That's
I like
right.
it.
That's right. It's in rhythm.
Used to call that the flag route in the backyard.
3 wide, bottom of your picture. Ganji looks over the middle, off the hands of Fossum. Yeah, that's dangerous. And the Toledo player there, I believe Tyson Anderson.
He ran right into the umpire hard.
He did.
Usually the umpire gets the worst of that. That's a tough umpire. I mean, Tyson Anderson has pads on.
Let's look.
Coming right into your screen here. Watch 15, left side of your screen. He's gonna run right into the umpire. Ooh! That couldn't have felt good for either one of them.
32-yard line.
Block in the back. Second down upcoming for Nevada. Gets rid of it. Fossum, 11th catch.
Well done.
Toledo, yeah, very well done. Zachary Ford right there and coming in to finish him off. Willie Ross. Well done indeed.
Nice pursuit again by Willie Ross to chase that down. You said it though, Ben. Zachary Ford did a nice job. And this again is 4-down territory for Nevada. So you want to try to split the difference here and get at least half of this back.
They're 5 of 15 on 3rd down. Ganji gets away, dumps it off. Can they do it? Yes, getting away and taking it up the sideline and inside of the 10-yard line. Beautiful job. It was Kelton Moore. And they get it done.
He has a surprising amount of wiggle for a 240-pound guy. He made Jordan Fisher, the most athletic of the Toledo linebackers, look bad. Watch the left side of your screen here. This is man-to-man. Fisher breaks down. Little wiggle there, though. The lingerie there on the ground.
22-yard pickup. 9 minutes remaining in the game. 56-38 Toledo. Nevada trying to chip away at the 18-point deficit. And whistles and break in the action. Timeout taken by Toledo.
Flag was thrown. We'll see if the timeout was called before the flag was thrown.
Yeah.
That's what they're discussing right now.
Right. So Kevin Boitman there. White hat, of course, the referee. Maybe an illegal substitution, the question. As he convenes with his guys.
There is no foul
Let's
for
listen.
delay of game or illegal substitution. Timeout. Toledo, they're first.
All right. So we'll step aside as well. Quick timeout, come back as Nevada's on the move here in the fourth. 98-yard house call from Deontay Johnson.
Look at the middle open up. It's like a parting of the Red Sea. The kicker got a hand on him, but that was about it. Deontay Johnson had an escort to the end zone.
Speed kills. He's got plenty of it to use. 8:44 to go. Nevada on the move. A couple of big conversions on this drive. Down by 18 with 8:44 to play. Ganji, snap went into the hands there of Jackson Kincaid. A little jet sweep coming across as Fisher forced him out of bounds.
Josh T.G. Jordan Fisher.
Surprising call there.
Brings up second down.
Take a look at it again, see if there was hands to the face here. Tower with the lead block. You see right there. You know, they, as a running back, they usually let you butt the face mask, just not grab it. Looked to me like he might have grabbed it a little bit. Here we go.
Back to it, and Toa trying to take in another one. And he's forced out of bounds at the 2-yard line. This young man has been outstanding today.
Toledo really has not corrected their deficiency on this play. They ran a stunt up front expecting the pass, and it was a terrific job by the left guard, Romales, being able to seal the edge there, and there's another stiff arm in the face.
19-yard pickup, and Toa takes in another one. He's into the end zone once again. The third touchdown of the day on the ground for Toa. 31-66, and now the short range touch there to make it 56-44.
We got 100 points and counting. Just a nice inside cut there by Toa. This offensive line has come of age today in terms of run blocking. They're going to go for 2.
Yeah, they are.
So that they're only down by 10. I like that decision. Watch for Mannix, the slot to the left. Quick pass to Mannix in the slot. Here he comes. Pass to the right.
Here's Ganji, floats it out there, got a man, throws it up, and flag on the play. It's Cooks. Incomplete. There is a flag on the play, though.
As soon as Mannix went in motion to the right and they had a trip set over there, you knew that that was probably where the ball was going.
Pass interference, number 3, offense. The penalty is declined. The try is over.
So the penalty on Caleb Fossum. So it remains 56-44 with 8:04 to play. And Nevada's got a special freshman at running back, don't they, Ross?
He has been running wild. Toledo's really had no answer.
Opening in for number 13 ranked Virginia Tech and Old Dominion. You'll be able to find that game online at cbssports.com/CBSSN. As soon as it kicks off, and of course we'll get you out there immediately at the end of this game. Kickoff at 3:37. Carter Blackburn, Aaron Taylor, and John Schriffen on the call. And Virginia Tech, Justin Fuentes, job he's doing there, man.
Incredible. I had a chance to see them in person when they played Florida State in the opener, and even though Bud Foster and that defense is replacing 8 starters, they totally shut the Seminoles down that night.
Huge game in the state of Virginia.
Looks like it's an onside kick here.
Yep, Hans team is out for Toledo. Nevada will spread it out here as they'll try to recover this thing with 8 and change to play. And the hop goes right into the hands. There's a flag down, though. Very well be an offsides call. We'll have to await the official word.
You know, when the opponent has 56 points, you might as well kick an onside kick because you haven't really been able to stop them all game. You're trying to steal a possession.
Here's the
Illegal
word.
formation on the kicking team. There were not at least 4 players on each side of the kicker. 5-yard penalty is added on to the end of the run. First down, Toledo.
So that backfires for Norvell and his guys. Well, we got a chance here, Ross. Let's take a look back and revisit your keys that we sent about 3.5 hours ago at noon.
We wanted Nevada to pressure Guadani. They really haven't done it, and they definitely haven't contained him, although Ganji, their quarterback, has thrown the ball pretty well. Meanwhile, for Toledo, they have not stuffed the run or Tawa at all, but they have been able to attack the Nevada secondary with their stud receivers.
Tawa 15 for 173. On the ground there on first down. 13 ranked Virginia Tech and Old Dominion. That game underway, now available at cbssports.com/CBSSN. We'll get you out there as soon as this one is over. 7 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in this one. Incomplete from Guadani. Flag down across the field from us at the 39-yard line.
Offside, number 51, defense. 5-yard penalty. Replay second down.
So Dom Peterson offsides there.
Ben, I don't guarantee many things in life.
Okay.
I guarantee there will not be as many points in the Virginia Tech Old Dominion game as there have been in this game. I mean, with Virginia Tech's defense, now Virginia Tech might score a lot, but they're not going to hit 100 in that game.
Well, in this game, we're approaching 1,000 yards of total offense. Toledo over 500. Nevada over 4. Here goes Guadani, and Mitch Guadani takes in another one. Guadani with his second rushing touchdown of the day. And the young man continues to impress in just his 3rd career start. A 34-yard run here for Guadani.
You can tell that his dad played D-back in Michigan because he's got some wheels.
Yeah.
I mean, he is an athlete at the quarterback position. Watch, coming down the line, he pulls the ball. He does such a good job of reading blocks. I mean, he could almost be a running back with his vision.
That was a pretty looking run.
63.
2 plays, 39 yards, a whopping 37 seconds. Toledo up big. Go back to 2009. The last time a Toledo quarterback rushed for over 100 was Aaron Opelt against Colorado. Not a bad day for Mitch Guadani, eh, Ross Tucker?
Pretty good day at the office for your 3rd start ever. And, you know, it's been the ups and downs. You know, VMI, you're playing an inferior opponent. Miami, you're playing a top 20 caliber program.
Yeah.
This is the first program you'd say is really kind of on their level.
So it'll be first down and 10 from the 25. Both teams averaging 7.2 yards a play. That'll make both defensive coordinators yank their hair out, won't it?
Wow. And here comes Nevada again.
Yes.
You know, the weird part is, Ben, for Nevada, obviously you got to score a lot here, down 19 points, but their best offense has really been running the ball. It's been Tawa.
So he's not in the game now.
I know. Again, he's not in the game. I don't know why not.
Devontae Lee, the running back. Now Ganji going to fling one down the middle. Mannix broken up, and there's a flag intercepted by Khalil Robinson, who had 2 picks last year in a ball game here against Eastern Michigan. And if it stands, Toledo's going to have the ball at the 27.
They're going to call interference. That looked like a good play.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Man, that is rough.
Pass interference, number 21, defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
It's on Dodaro Blue, the junior out of Florida.
Take a look again. Let's see if he hooks him. Oh, man. No way.
Can't tell from that angle.
I don't see it there
He's
at
already
all.
reaching for the flag, you could see. I don't see it either, Ross. Maybe this one will.
Let's see if he hooks him a little bit beforehand with the underneath hand. Oh, no way, man.
I don't know
No
about
way.
that.
You
That's
can't
tough.
call that.
Yeah, that's tough.
Let him play.
Here's Ganji, so Nevada will take it, dumped off over the middle to their receiver Henley there, Dayon Henley, Justin Clark out of West Bloomfield, Michigan, the tackle.
My rule on pass interference,
Yeah,
and really
give me
any penalty, should be, when in doubt, don't throw the flag.
Yes.
You know, like, if it's not clear, keep it in your pocket. Let the kids play a little bit.
Yep.
That was brutal.
Yeah. 2nd down and 8. This is Devontae Lee. Takes it just over the 45-yard line, so.
That's not going to get it done.
No.
They better hurry up.
Yeah, 3rd and
Down
about
19 points. You can't be handing the ball off for a 2-yard run up the middle.
And there's a lot of time left, and you got all your timeouts. I mean, it's doable. But you got to have some get up in your game, right? Made, but they're
taking too much time though. This is well done by Toledo's defense to play a little softer coverage, give them the underneath stuff in the middle of play, in the middle of the field, in the field of play, tackle them short of the first down, so you just keep that clock moving.
Down to 4:40 and counting. 2nd down and 3 for Ty Ganji. Pressure coming. And Ganji throws it away. It's intercepted right into the waiting hands. It is picked off by Ole Kama. Richard Ole Kama.
Interception by the defense.
4:27 left in the game.
No idea what Ganji was looking at there, and you can see how frustrated he is. He scrambles to the right. I think he was just trying to throw the ball away, or maybe try to get it over Ole Kama's head.
'13th ranked Virginia Tech at Old Dominion game is underway and now available at cbssports.com/CBSSN. We'll get you out there as soon as this game is over with Carter Blackburn, Aaron Taylor, and John Schriffen. Bryant Koback with a ball, Toledo.
22 Bryant Koback, the ball carrier.
19-point lead, and the Rockets. Second time this season they've put up 60 or more. Jay Norvell's team had a good feeling, had a lot of confidence after that win last week, and Oregon State missing the field goal.
Huge win for their program,
Yeah.
huge win.
Would have been a walk-off win.
And you wondered how they'd be able to bounce back. Really both programs from emotional games a week ago.
Yeah.
Toledo's got the 2 tight end set. Looks like they're gonna run it again here.
It's that way. It's Koback.
Good job staying in bounds there by Koback.
Yep.
Really good job.
Beautiful.
Number 9, Justin Brent.
That's good coaching there. And situational football, knowing to go down there.
Brings it 3rd down and 2. Ball's at the Toledo 46-yard line.
In just a few minutes, we're going to be leaving this game on CBS Sports Network. Live coverage will continue online right now at cbssports.com/CBSSN. We'll be sending you out for the kickoff of number 13, Virginia Tech at Old Dominion. Toledo converts the first down. Move the chains. Jason Candle. His guys on their way to a second win this season. We're under 3 minutes to go now in the ball game.
Nevada just can't beat Toledo.
No, it'll be Toledo's going to be 5-0 all time against them. They met last year out in Reno. First full weekend of September. Now the return visit here for the Wolfpack. And Toledo's going to take this ball game.
Right, Colbeck the ball carrier.
Nevada uses a timeout here.
Timeout.
They do.
Nevada, they're first. It will be 30 seconds.
They've got 2 left, 30-second variety, as you heard there. So Jay Norvell and his guys.
Well, you can't take them with you, so
No,
you might
can't.
as well use them.
Yep.
But the odds are looking real long for the Wolfpack now.
They are trailing by 19 points. Toledo will improve to 2-1. This score holds. Nevada will be done with their non-conference schedule and begin Mountain West play. Toledo still has 1 non-conference game remaining, and that is against another Mountain West opponent in Fresno State. Flag on the play, and Kovac with the carry. Check the penalty flag though.
Illegal formation. More than 4 players in the backfield on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay second down.
Well, we're going to step aside.
After further consideration, Nevada has elected to decline the penalty. Third down.
We're going to step aside here on CBS Sports Network. Live coverage of our game will continue online at cbssports.com/CBSSN. 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in this one. And after our break, we'll send you to Virginia Tech and Old Dominion game. Number 13, Virginia Tech taking on Old Dominion. So 3rd down and 8 here. 1,016 total yards in this game today. Wadani, a huge day running it, just slides down there and take the loss.
Wadani, the quarterback keeper.
And another timeout taken by Nevada.
I like that though right there,
Timeout.
Ben, because they took the
Nevada,
chance to maybe
their
throw
second.
and get the first down and
It will
end
be
the
30
game.
seconds.
All right, so we say thanks for watching here on CBS Sports Network today. We'll be online, cbssports.com/CBSSN, if you'd like to see the remaining 2:15 of this game.
The most important thing about choice is that you have one. Independence depends on it. Choice lets you take a stand against the status quo, like catching lightning in a bottle, and in turn, leave your mark on the world. We're leaving our mark on beer, with a seal that represents more than 6,000